everyone. Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh, a Ghost of Saltmarsh Patreon Greyhawk campaign brought to you by all of these lovely people here on the screen. These are all of our Patreons. Thank you so much for all of your support. Without your support, all of the wonderful things that we do here, marathons, TTRPG Thursdays, our regular campaigns, none of them would be possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And yeah, this is going to be a whole playthrough of Ghost of Saltmarsh. I will give a little recap here in a moment, but let's go around and introduce everyone at our table. Tell me who you are, where we can find you, a little bit about your character, and today, tell me what your character's favorite breakfast item is. And we're going to start off with Emma.
Why you gotta throw the improv questions at me and then I go first? Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitter at Emma Panada or on Twitch at Emma Panada. Here next month, actually starting in a couple weeks, we're going to have a couple campaigns starting up on my channel. One's going to be Kids on Bikes and one's going to be D&D 5e, where we're going to run through a revised Curse of Strahd that we are dubbing Curse of Lady Strahd. And it's going to be real fun, but yeah, so we have that going on. And then other than that, you can find me on Discord as Emma Panada. But Arlen's favorite breakfast is... Can you eat fish for breakfast?
Yeah, totally. I had fish for breakfast yesterday.
Yeah, it would probably be some sort of fish dish.
Fish dish. Okay, that's an actual thing. Fish dish.
Fish
Discover
dish.
exactly what that is later on. Excellent. Next, we've got GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here. You can also find me any given Sunday at 12 o'clock Eastern over at the Greyhawk Tales channel. So today I am once again playing KayBee. He is a Fae older gentleman who's now breaking free from the shackles of parenting and gardening and the average life of a boring village dweller. And now he is excited to explore what it means to be an adventurer. KayBee's favorite food is something stolen.
Is it different when it comes to breakfast?
Somebody else's breakfast.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow.
Stolen breakfast. Wow, that's so good. I'm taking
Not
notes.
our KayBee. Not our sweet, innocent little boy.
KayBee will shine your shoes, but then steal your snacks. KayBee's like a wholesome raccoon. I love it. Thank you, thank you. Next, we have Godfather Wraith.
Hi, I'm Godfather Wraith, or Godfather Wraith, GFW, or whatever else you want to call me, except late to dinner. So, or late for breakfast either. I'm really not that active online. I'm pretty much just in chat or here, or in some of our other friends' chats around the network here. I would say, well, I'm playing Garen. He's a human rogue. He used to be a scout in the military and has since retired and is now an adventurer. His favorite breakfast would be pancakes and sausage. Those are a nice tall stack of pancakes.
Oh, lovely. Does Garen use any kind of syrup?
Is maple syrup a thing here?
Yeah. Swamp maple syrup. Yep. Yep. Cool.
The thing now.
Yep. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Next we have Nisa.
Hello. My name's Nisa. You can call me Nisa. I am playing Gem. She is a very chaotic tiefling bard who loves adventure and loves making friends. And yeah, you can find me mainly on Twitter, where you can see all of my shit posting, mostly about Final Fantasy XIV.
Nisa uses the G shader. Oh my god. Nisa posts all the most beautiful screenshots from Final Fantasy I've ever seen. It is literally art. Of like cute cat girls.
The only art that matters
Yeah.
is cute cat girls.
Absolutely. What is Jem's favorite breakfast?
She likes her bacon. She loves bacon. If she could just have breakfast that's like just a plate of bacon, like
Love it. Plate of bacon. Excellent. Thank you so much. And last but certainly not least, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello. I am Jacob. I am Zombie. I am Z. I'm whatever you'd like to call me. And now you can hear me. I have this beautiful arm now where I can be heard instead of being heard like halfway across the room. So it's nice. Yeah. So Finn is more of a he's an adventurer type. He's sort of a knowledgeable. He's done a lot of studying in his day. He's sort of he's tried adventuring before, different circumstances in his life. One that we know of now, which is the his family sort of being taken over by a swarm of undead. Yeah, so he's sort of giving this another shot again, and so far he's been doing all right. He's been doing an okay thing. He's been good at whacking and destroying things. So hooray! Favorite breakfast. Everyone's been taking all the good stuff.
I mean, you can double up. I mean, it's not like a breakfast monopoly here.
Breakfast monopoly.
I'll share.
I'll share.
Something stolen.
Share your stolen food.
Share my stolen food.
It was probably yours to begin with.
It could be. It could have been mine.
Oh my god.
You know what? Let's go waffles. I like waffles. Let's go waffles.
Waffles. Any kind of syrup?
We'll go with the swamp syrup. Why not?
Yep. Swamp maple syrup brings
Wow.
adventures together from everywhere.
Swamp syrup's good on everything.
It is. A plate of bacon, fish dish, someone stolen breakfast. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. In fact,
meal.
in fact, today, well, we should do a little recap first. So last time, in episode 1, a few of our party members went off on a little adventure of their own, and they went to investigate a haunted house that is outside of Saltmarsh, about 4 miles away. And there you began to scout out the area, trying to get an idea of what to expect here. You have been requested by Hannah Rist to go check it out, to find out what the mystery is of it. There are a lot of local rumors saying that it's haunted, and getting to the root of the issue, dealing with it, making it something that is no longer something looming on the back of the minds of the people who live here in Saltmarsh. That is something that might help you with your reputation here, might open some doors, some opportunities, certainly for Hannah Rist, the owner of the snapping line. And she has guaranteed to you as a group that if you take care of it, that she will give you her family heirloom, which I believe she said was a couple thousand gold worth. And you agreed. You scouted it out. We had KayBee, Arlen, and Finn go out towards the haunted house, and as you were doing your circuit around this abandoned, dilapidated building up on a bluff overlooking the ocean, you found giant weasels living in a rose bush, and they wanted to drag KayBee down into their burrow to eat KayBee. That did not happen. You were able to slay the giant weasels, and then Arlen went into the well to try to get some gold pieces. Ended up only being 14 silver. And there were poisonous snakes. But with the heroic efforts of Finn being able to communicate with animals, you were able to barter the safety of the rest of your party. You were able to restore Arlen from death's door. And the poisonous snakes had a very happy meal with the corpses of the giant weasels. You did wander into the home. You're able to go through the front door, no problem. You investigated the area very briefly, decided that it is too large to go on by your lonesome, and you went back to Saltmarsh to connect with your friends. Today's story, find the music, does not follow KayBee, Arlen, and Finn. Instead, we see Jem, our tiefling bard, outside the streets of Saltmarsh. As you're wandering around, you are making your way through the morning market. You see that there are stalls being set up. You have the scent of fresh bread wafting towards you, mingling with the fish. Everything smells like fish in here. You can tell just from the spirit of the people around you that there must have been a good haul. Everyone is laughing. Everyone is enthusiastically going about their work. And as you're wandering around, why are you in the morning market? What are you looking for? Can be anything.
Can it be bacon?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the party is staying at the Wicker Goat, which for some bizarre reason is completely out of bacon. This, to Jem, was unacceptable, so you made your way to the morning market in search of it. There's fish. Lots of fish. They're in many different sizes, many different shapes. Probably different flavors. There's one that looks kind of like bacon if you squint your eyes a little bit, but it's absolutely not bacon. You find that you are completely unsuccessful in acquiring any bacon.
Damn it.
Would you like to continue searching for bacon, perhaps in some more uncommon places, or do you want to give up and go back towards the Wicker Goat?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll head towards the Wicker Goat.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you feel being defeated by lack of bacon?
Absolutely just torn apart. I just want bacon. No. My morning is ruined.
Morning is ruined. Oh no. Is Jem the type of person that wears their heart on their sleeve? Do you just see Jem's emotions, or does Jem have like a poker face?
Oh, absolutely. She's very transparent. You can tell when she's sad, when she's happy, when she's absolutely angry.
Excellent. Tell me when to stop.
No.
Thank you, Ludus, so much for the draws from the deck of many.
Stop.
Okay. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. Alright, Jem. You are... A cloud seems to be hanging over you. All around you, people are enthusiastically laughing. They are sharing morning milk or whatever they drink in the morning. And some people are breaking bread. Some people are beginning trade. And we just see Jem, shoulders slumped, head hanging, slowly shuffling back. Oh, okay. The camera will pan away from Jem as Jem is wandering back towards the Wicker Goat. Garen, you are the first to wake up out of the group and you head downstairs. And as you get downstairs, you see the tender perk up and look towards you. You there. There is a message left for you.
What's it?
They hand you a piece of paper that, in very formal writing, says, Garen Franklin Wern.
You open it up and carefully read it.
Okay, it is very straight to the point. It essentially says, Wern, at your earliest convenience, please report to the city barracks. And it is signed, Eleander Fireborn.
All right. He would fold it up. He'd probably eat breakfast and then, his stack of pancakes, and then go on to meet Fireborn.
Okay. So we see Garen exit out of the Wicker Goat. As you exit the Tavern Inn, you can see that the path in front of you goes straight forward and up a hill towards the barracks where the City Watch station is. And to the north, which is the... Hold on. Let me just give you a map. Why am I trying to, like,
Maps are
direct
helpful.
traffic here? What the heck? We have
Right.
maps. We have technology. Let me do that real quick. Cool. Oh, nope. Okay. You can see a familiar figure down the road. You see Gem slowly making their way towards you. Her head is hanging low. Her shoulders are slumped.
Jim, are you well?
Couldn't find any bacon in the market, so I'm pretty distraught about it. I just want some bacon for breakfast.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Yes, very.
Perhaps there's no pigs to no pork to make the bacon from.
It's terrible.
Garen, you would know as your time as a soldier that perhaps it's not fresh bacon, but there are definitely types of jerky. There might even be some pig jerky at the barracks.
Yeah, true. Well, Jem, if you want to join me I've been asked to come to the barracks. They may have some jerky. Not quite bacon, but it's something.
Alright, I'll bite. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Then we'd continue on to the barracks.
Okay. As you begin to make the road towards the barracks, you notice something. Both of you notice this at the same time. Yesterday, you had seen that the city watchfolk had made their way through the city in groups of 2. You were told that this was normal, but today it seems that there are guardsmen and guardswomen moving through in bands of 3. And they're slowly making their way door to door, banging on each one of them. They're too far away to hear. You can see that there is some brisk conversation as whoever opens the door sleepily greets them. They push inside, only to reemerge a few minutes later and then move on to the next door. So that is happening kind of back towards the direction that Gem had come from. You are currently right here between 2 and 3.
That was interesting. Perhaps we'll find out more. Continue on.
Okay. As the 2 of you make your way into the barracks, it seems that your approach is anticipated. The guards hold the door open. They usher you in. And without too long of a wait, you are presented to Eleander Fireborn. You enter an office, a den that is very astute, very austere. There are no personal embellishments here, but you can tell that this area has been well maintained. It is spotless. There is simply a single bookshelf behind him, plain chair to seat him, a desk, and 2 other plain chairs of the exact same make in front of him. As you enter, he is currently scribbling on a piece of paper. He does not look up as he gestures the 2 of you to sit.
All right, Garen would go over and sit and invite Jem to join him.
Jem would also make herself comfortable.
Okay.
Sit down.
You can see from the paper that Eleander Fireborn has a very brisk hand. The handwriting is not very much of a flourish. It is plain, it is legible, and it is quick. He eventually puts his quill down. There's a gentle tink as the quill hits the ink pot. He sits back and he folds his hands on the table. Gives you a knowing nod, Garen, and then he looks to you, Jem. Hello. I am Eleander Fireborn, Captain of the Guard. I do not believe that we have been introduced.
My name's Jem. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Indeed. May I ask what your association with the Kyoland army is?
Jem is my traveling companion.
I see.
she actually took part in capturing the bandit that we brought in when we first arrived.
You can see something in his expression change as you say this. Jem, how are you currently dressed right now?
Probably like her normal adventuring attire, I'd say.
Okay.
Probably like, I don't know, black, like black leggings, like knee-high black boots, like a dark blue, like kind of like puffy shirt, and like a black vest over it.
Okay.
No, simple.
He turns his head slightly, and you can see the expression, minuscule change. Something of respect takes his eyes. I can appreciate a citizen that puts the safety of others before themselves. Thank you for your part in securing the bandit.
Well, I do my best.
He shifts a little uncomfortably in his seat, and then he turns his eyes back to Garen. He says, I was hoping to speak to you alone, but if you want your companion here, that is no problem. I have a task.
I could always wait outside if you want.
It is no trouble.
It won't keep a secret from her, from the rest of my companions. It undermines the teamwork.
That is good to hear. These times, people of your caliber, they are far and few in between. The task that I have for you, soldier, if you choose to accept it, is one that may consequentially influence the future of Saltmarsh and, by extension, a way to serve your king and country.
I'm listening.
I want you to work for Anders Solmore. Form a relationship with him. I am not asking for deceit here. If you wish to disclose that you have been asked to serve him by my hand, so be it. I prefer you keep your honor intact. Solmore is young. Oh, here, let me give you the spelling there. Also, in our handy dandy, the people we've met, I believe that they are in there already. So you recognize this name, Anders Solmore, mentioned to you the other day. A very young, up-and-coming entrepreneur, owner of the Solmore Trading Company, and member on the Council of Saltmarsh.
Yes, I've heard that name. It's been recommended by another that I speak with him. Coming
Indeed.
from you and another person I trust, I definitely will look into it.
I do not anticipate he will put you on a course for illegal operations, but if he does, report it to me or anyone else in the city guard. Unlike some others on the council, I believe being forthright and honest with one's intentions is the best approach.
Absolutely agree.
He looks at Jem. Jem, what is your reaction? Do you say anything? Do you sit a certain way? Do you have an expression as he is speaking of honor and politics?
Politics, she kind of like zones out a little bit, so she's kind of like sitting back, like arms crossed, just kind of like looking around. Like she's only vaguely aware of what's being said.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check, Jem, as you're kind of looking around. As you do that, Garen, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay. Right. All right. Okay. So, Jem has rolled a 4. Do you want to use... You have 2 blessings. Do you want to use a blessing here?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot I had one.
Excellent. All right. You look... So that'll turn your 4 into the nat 20. So you're looking around. There are not very many features to this room. It is bare. However, you are completely disengaged from this conversation, and as you're scouting around, you can see bookshelf behind Fireborn. There's something off with some of the books. There is absolutely a secret door behind that bookshelf. just know it. There's a book there with a purple spine that has the word honor on it.
That is quite the collection of books you have there, sir. Do you think maybe I can get a closer look at them? I'm quite the reader, so I'm very fascinated.
Go ahead and roll me a persuasion check here.
Oh dear.
Or if you want, you can do performance or deceit. Your choice.
I'm pretty good at persuasion, so.
Okay. By Zuko Firelord. Oh my god, Emma. Okay, 11. Let's see. Oh, he rolled us 19. Okay. He doesn't seem to miss a beat. He says simply, I would prefer it if you keep to yourself. This is my private collection.
I promise I'll be very careful. I'm yeah. Ask Garen over here. I'm very considerate with other people's belongings.
No.
She is also quite skilled at storytelling. Maybe find something more, but we will not press you.
Perhaps some other time. It is important that we form a relationship with Anders. More appropriately, you. Anders is on the Council of Saltmarsh. There are 5 individuals. I am included. Manistrad Copperlocks is the representative for the Mining Guild. We are the Loyalists. There's that word again. Loyalists. He continues to say, the Traditionalists are Ida, Oland, and Gelen Primewater. As of right now, Anders has been supporting the Traditionalists quite a bit. We are hoping that with some influence in the right direction, Anders might shape up and be more open-minded to potential of Saltmarsh instead of looking back to their old roots.
Let's see.
For any job that Anders gives you, keep a receipt, show it to me, and I will pay you the same amount.
Very well.
So long as you put a good word in for the Loyalists.
Absolutely well, sir.
Excellent. That will be all. You are dismissed.
Very well. Garen stands up sharply and almost salutes, and then nods, turns, and gestures for Jem to join him as he leaves.
Is there anything
Jem also. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Go ahead.
Is there anything that you want to do before you leave?
Jem's probably just gonna get up and like keep her eye, like the corner of her eye, on that one book, because now she's like determined to like figure out what's going on with it.
Perfect. Okay, Garen, are you walking out first, or are you letting Jem walk out in front of you?
I'd say he'd walk out and almost like he expects Jem to attend him. He's just feeling very militaristic right now.
Okay. So as you open the door, there's someone standing on the other side. And they maneuver around you, Garen, and continue further into the room. Jem, looking off to the side at the bookshelf, you don't see this person, and you walk straight into them. The two of you collide. As you gather yourself, roll me a dex save.
Oh. Why can I not find dex save? Oh, that is.
21. Okay. Tell me what this looks like as you recover yourself, as you just like, it's one of those where your heads bonk together. Garen, you can hear the bones just like, right?
Ooh.
It's really bad. But Jem, you managed to not fall over. What does this look like?
She'll probably like after like bonking heads with this person, she'll like kind of as she is, she'll like make a dramatic sort of spin, like twirl, and like end up on the other side of the person. And oh my, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you?
Would you
She'll kind of-
instinctively try to catch them if they're falling?
Probably, like her hands would go out towards the person.
Okay, so we see Jem just dancing around this person, and you catch them because they totally did not see that coming and absolutely were going to get floored. In your arms is a well-dressed tabaxi woman. You see that she is garbed in finery. There are silk threads hanging from what appears to be a robe of some kind. They are multicolored and they are shimmery in appearance. This tabaxi woman looks up at you with these moonstone eyes. They're wide with fear, and her claws like instinctively reach out and she grabs your arms. Oh, pardon me. I did not see you there. I am all right. Are you?
I am perfectly all right. A little headache, but it's fine. Are you okay? She'll probably like stand her up straight.
You see her raising one of her claws to rub at her forehead. I am fine. I am one blessed with a strong forehead. My bones cannot be so easily crushed. What is your name?
Good. Jem. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Gem. Lovely name. Your eyes are like gemstones. It only makes sense. She's kind of leaning in a little uncomfortably. And Garen, you're standing by the door. And Eleander is seated at his desk. And you can see his eyebrow twitch just a little bit. Gem, being so close to this person, you can smell perfume on them. You can tell that this person is someone of luxury and someone of wealth. And they detangle from Jem and let you leave.
I'd say now he's gonna usher Jem out ahead of him. Terribly
Okay.
sorry, sir. And ma'am. And he leaves his...
You see the tabaxi woman looking after the two of you departing. There's curiosity in her eyes. She cants her head. You can hear a soft purring as the door closes. And two of you are off. As the screen fades to black, we'll say that some time has passed, that your visit here to the barracks also included like having to process some paperwork. You didn't just sit, you sat in a lobby for a little bit, so it was like a few hours, right? And we'll say that it is roughly the same time that the rest of the party returns to Saltmarsh. As you make your way towards the Wicker Goat, Arlen, KayBee, and Finn, you see Garen and Jem standing outside of the Wicker Goat. And between them, they are sharing what appears to be a small burlap sack of pig jerky.
Probably Jem more emphatically than Garen.
Arlen will kind of walk up. Oh, what do you have?
Some jerky. After our visit to the barracks, they were happy to let us have some.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds quite disgusting. Well, we've had a bit of an adventure today. We're wondering if you two were down to help.
Absolutely. If you'd have waited, well, I suppose it was most of the day we were there. Bureaucrats, they love their paperwork.
Yes,
Get
well, we weren't entirely sure that we would be getting into something as deep as we were at the time, but it is quite interesting. Perhaps we could have a few drinks, get some rest, and talk about what we've found.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I'll tell you what Ileana and I spoke about.
Excellent. Arlen, tell me when to stop.
So far, I've gotten 2 bad cards and no good cards, so let's keep the streak alive. Now. Bad card. Bad
Oh,
card.
no. I don't like the sound of that.
So literally the worst card you could draw. Okay. I might as well knock him out. GeekDice, tell me when to stop. Oh, shit. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. And last but not least, we have Stumpy.
Stop.
Okay. Okay. Alright, cool. So the group of you gather, you have a few drinks together, and as you are deliberating, Garen begins to tell you a little more about the traditionalists and the loyalists. This would have been explained to you in further detail by Eleander. So it seems that the Council of Saltmarsh is broken up into 2 factions. You have the traditionalists, which are led by Edda Oland and Galen Primewater, an alliance of prominent fishing families and merchants in town that work, and the workers here rely heavily on them. Ida owns 3 large fishing boats, and she's lived in Saltmarsh all her life, and she's been elected by the people 3 times. She's a very gruff and pragmatic woman, suspicious of outsiders, too quick to trust those that are familiar to her. Galen is from the Primewater family. They are the most prominent merchants here in town. Galen himself is the most wealthiest person here, a host to many feasts, entertainments, diversions, and donations. And there would have been an off comment by Eleander, seeing the way that Gem is dressed, that you do look like an entertainer or a bard of some kind, that if you want to make good coin, you probably want to cozy up with Galen Primewater. And Anders Solmore has been trying to help the traditionalists, but is not quite in the crowd quite yet. On the other hand, you have the loyalists, Eleander Fireborn and Manistred Copperlocks being newcomers and loyal to the king. Town guards here, miners, local farmers, they tend to be towards the loyalists' influence, essentially because they care more about the security of the land. They want everyone to be safe. They want to keep the enemies at bay. Deal with smuggling. It is a huge problem in this area. And they think that the traditionalists are serving their own barrier to growth. They need to look to the future instead of looking back. So as the group of you are having this conversation about loyalists and traditionalists, is there anything that you want to say?
Did you happen to hear anything about a woman named Hannah Rist, where she might fall on those lines?
Ileana Fireborn did not mention them.
Arlen kind of leans back in her chair. She hired us to investigate an abandoned house that she had heard was housing some spirits, and wanted us to cleanse it in exchange for a very valuable heirloom. She's hoping that by getting us to do this, she can take credit, and from there she can get a seat on the council, but I'm not entirely sure if she would consider herself a traditionalist or a loyalist.
I don't know. Since we seem to be drawn into the politics of it, it might be wise if we do some inquiry before we pursue this.
That's true.
And
Now, Finn, this is a great opportunity to learn. As an adventurer, sometimes you'll get many quests thrown at you at once, right? And you want to investigate the beginnings of each of these quests in case there's like some overlap, so that you can do more than one at once. So if we go and talk to this Oh gosh, what was his name? The merchant guy.
Ellen.
Galen Prime
Anderson.
Water.
Oh, Alan Prime.
We could
So-
talk to this Prime Water,
Mm-hmm.
and see what he needs. Perhaps he needs something from that house. And since we're going to be there anyway, we can kill 2 fishes with 1
Oh.
spear.
So please 2 people at once.
Yes, exactly.
Ah,
Potentially.
be good.
Oh.
I'd like that. Trying to get, good on both sides, I suppose. Hopefully they're both good, but who knows? Better to have 2 than 1.
We'll also mention, not to add to our already growing list of quests, as you say, Ileana Fireborn did highly recommend that we work with Anders Solmore. In fact, he
Wow.
more than implied that I personally should be working with him.
Oh yeah, that's the gentleman that we talked to 2 nights ago. Yes.
I don't believe we spoke with. Oh, Ileander? Yes.
Yes. I bought him a drink, and I think I bought you a drink as well.
Yes.
Yes.
He's the captain of the guard here,
Yes.
as well as on the city council.
Yeah, I definitely would like to talk with him, and I remember some of the stories I might have been interested in hearing and seeing. So.
Well, you may get another opportunity, because he has asked me that I keep records of any jobs that Solmore gives us and how much he pays us, and Ileander will pay us equal.
Oh, lovely. All right. Yes.
So, with
So,
Oh, yes, KayBee.
yes, KayBee?
the loyalists, they back the king, right?
Correct.
Yes.
They're loyal to the king. And
And the
they are-
traditionalists, they're the village people, right?
well, not all village. More the it sounds more like the fishermen and dock workers. They want things to stay the way they are, while the loyalists want to improve security and try to improve the living standards.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Sounds rather confusing, and I don't know. Even though I'm the one that kind of got us into it, I feel it would have been better had we not been involved. But here we are.
Oh.
Well, money is a good thing, and we are staying here in order to raise funds for the caravan and otherwise. So,
True.
Can I get intelligence saving checks from everybody?
Oh dear.
oh great.
Save or check?
Saving throw or yeah.
We'll do saving throw.
Oh no.
16 from Arlen, 18 from KayBee,
Wow.
10 from
nice.
Finn, 22 from Garen, and a 10 from Jem. Okay. Garen and KayBee, it kind of clicks. It makes sense that Eleander Fireborn would ask a group of you to deal with this. You're new to town. You are a group of adventurers. You successfully brought in a bandit. You're already starting to build a reputation for yourselves. Everyone in this tavern fucking loves you. You bought them a bunch of drinks last night. You are on the up and up. And this is momentum. This is a good thing to cultivate. And you're a stranger, which means you don't have ties to the
Yes, we're
loyalists.
neutral.
Sorry. Or and the traditionalists.
Yes, I see it now. We're new, but building a reputation, and we are neutral. This makes sense. I see why he's bringing us in.
Well, perhaps we should talk to this Solmore then.
I agree. He is on the council and the owner of the Solmore Trading Company, so we can also probably find your friend. Who was that merchant you said you wanted to look for?
Galen Prime Water.
The one.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We might be able to find him along the way and see what information we can glean about your quest giver before we look into this home.
Right. So the group of you are currently in the Wicker Goat right here, number 3.
Mhm.
And you surmise probably the best location to go will be here in number 14, City Hall. That is probably where you will find the council.
And Garen will also probably add, I've been seeing the guards moving in larger numbers, groups of 3. It seems it might be wise for us to stay as a group and not split up right now. So,
Yeah.
shall we head to City Hall then?
It's nighttime at this point, right?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So
Perhaps
so-
we should wait until morning. I'm not sure how long they tend to stay in
Open, yeah.
City Hall, but
Very true. Yes, I should remember
might
they
be
are
best.
politicians. Yeah, they are politicians. They do value their personal time.
Mm-hmm.
it's always
Sure.
good to go and talk important business with other people before they've had their bean juice, so that they're a bit more inclined to persuasion.
God.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them without the bean juice.
Oh man, that has happened to me. People will come up to me and ask for me stuff before I have my coffee. I'm like, yeah, what can I say to make you go away faster? Yeah, for sure.
Same.
All right, so the consensus is to rest
Mm-hmm.
and head
Yeah.
off. Okay. So the group of you have been given this suite, the 3rd floor of the Wicker Goat, and you all convene in the lobby. You all begin to prepare for the evening. Is there anything that anybody wants to do before you tuck into bed?
I can't think of anything though.
Yeah, KayBee looks out the window of the Wicker Goat towards the market, and he's not sure if he can see it from here. I think there's one of the markets on this side of the water, and he's looking to see if there's people down there, and he looks a little bit disappointed. And he says, "Well, maybe I'll go in there in the morning."
KayBee, as you are looking out the window, you can see that it is an exceptionally clear night tonight. The stars are shining, they twinkle, and as you're looking down towards the green market here, you see that there are firelights dancing around. There are definitely people down there, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of fest, nothing too extravagant. Something catches your eye. It steals your breath away. You see, moving across the night sky, is a billowing blue fire. You have drawn the moon card. What is KayBee wishing for right now?
Right now, KayBee's wishing that he could meet a little boy or a little girl, somebody that he can trust.
Okay. All right. The blue fire winks out of existence. It's almost as if the cosmos are teasing you. You feel this well of power. You don't really know what to do with it. But you are energized. You are not sleepy anymore.
Okay, so I think I sit in a little cubby there at the window in the room at the inn, and I'm holding Bunny, and I'm petting Bunny, petting down Bunny's ears, and I'm talking to Bunny. Today was dangerous. I can't put you in danger. I'm sorry, Bunny, but you're not going to be an adventurer. I may have to do that without you. That's okay. I'm going to find somebody to take care of you.
As you say that, as if it's a moment of fate, you hear the tiniest on your door.
What's that, Bunny? I hold up Bunny and have Bunny look around. I go to the door.
Okay. When you open the door, you see Barley, the wolfhound. And then you look down. Right about the same height as the wolfhound is a little girl. You see that she has her hair bundled up into 2 ponytails. She has these big doe-like eyes, a smattering of freckles over her cheek, and she is dressed with an apron that has definitely been modified to fit her. She says, "Hello there. I was told to give you a towel. It's fresh." She holds up a little towel for you.
I'll grab the towel and I'll almost like hide behind it as I'm breathing in the freshness of the towel. What's your name?
Ciara?
Ciara, thank you so much for the towel.
You're welcome.
Do you live here?
Yeah, my dad told me to come here and give you the towel.
That's exactly what I needed. Here, can you hold Bunny?
Is this a real-life bunny rabbit?
And I just hand over Bunny.
You see her beginning to cry as she takes... Also, Bunny is probably bigger than her.
I think Bunny's is definitely a chunky rabbit.
Yeah, so she's holding Bunny like this, and you can barely hear her voice through the fur. And she says, "Can I keep it?
You take care of Bunny?
I'm gonna take some..." You just can't... It's just unintelligible as she just starts running, and she just rounds a corner and disappears.
Bye, Bunny.
Nice. Okay, that was the moon card.
Dreams do come true.
Yep.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Okay. Finn. So as you're getting ready for bed, you shuffle around your room. And all of a sudden, you trip. There's nothing around you. You don't really understand how or why you have stumbled over. You hit the ground hard. You hear something crack in your backpack.
Oh.
You've drawn the Talons card. Do you have any magic items? Because you just lost one.
Oh. I don't know, honestly.
Okay. Potions count as magic items. So if you have a potion, it's gone.
I'll just say I have a potion because I'm not 100%. Because I'm looking at what I have written in my area of what I have. I don't know if any of my, I would hope, none of my weapons are magic. But
I think at this point, we are such baby because the entire party is only level 2. You probably don't have anything. So we'll say you had a magic potion and it is broken and it just smeared this viscous purple liquid all over your belongings.
Oh, damn. I needed that potion and needed those clothes, probably. Oh, this is going to be a mess to clean up.
Finn, you should always keep the potions on an outer pocket. That way, if they get broken, it's on the outside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I know next time now. This isn't good. And then he's going to proceed to take whatever's out of there, which will be extra clothes or all the other little knickknacks he's got, and then just start kind of trying to clean out the backpack the best he can.
Okay, excellent. Arlen, is there anything you want to do before you go to bed?
No.
Okay. Do you stay up? You do know that your blade prefers to talk to you when you're alone.
She'll get somewhere off on her own, maybe in her own little room.
Yeah, you have individual rooms and you share a common room as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So you go to your room. What does this look like as you're preparing to commune with this wicked blade in your possession?
Yeah, I think she's just kind of getting ready for bed, taking off her armor and everything. And as her equipment is resting beside her bed, as she is about to turn off the lamp or whatever light is provided in this room, her eye catches a glint coming from the sword, and just the desire to speak to it once more kind of comes up within her. And so she sits on her bed and grabs her sword from next to her bag and just kind of rests it in her lap.
Excellent. As you do, you feel the light around the room slowly growing dimmer. Any candlelight seems to be oppressed, fading. So almost like a veil is drawn over the stars. When you look out the window, it almost seems as if they are slowly dying out. You feel the blade in your hands as you hold it, beginning to vibrate with gentle power. And it speaks to you. You have called me.
I wanted to talk to you just briefly, I suppose.
Are you ready for the next lesson?
I didn't realize there were lessons, but yes.
Of course, I am a master of glory and I shall teach you. You are my student. You must be prepared.
Well, all right. What's the next lesson?
You must anticipate all things, even yourself.
And all of a sudden, you feel a pull at the back of your neck. And as you turn to look, you can see your shadow pulling free of your body. You have drawn the skull card.
I don't know what that means.
It summons an avatar of death. Let me find this card real quick.
Oh no.
All right. So, you see a shadow imitation of yourself pull free, and it lifts up the sword. And you see it almost looks like a copy of you, but it has no color, it has no features. It is just jagged shadow pulled into the vague shape of you. And all you see are two burning pinpoints, blood red, staring at you. Without any warning, shoves its blade forward. You duck, throwing yourself to the side. Do you scream? Do you make any noise?
I think in the face of this, she's very much like, yes, this is kind of like an epic story, like what my parents went through, sort of. And so she's kind of excited by this, but perhaps as she's ducking, she just kind of like knocks over her bag and there's like some clattering and it makes some noise.
All right. Can you select your token and roll for initiative?
I would love to roll for initiative.
Oh my god, nat 20. Nice.
I would have liked that nat 20 on perhaps an attack roll, but that's okay.
Oh my god, I love it. All right.
Is this like Scott Pilgrim? Do I just need to befriend them?
You must
that's the
defeat
secret.
your shadow. Okay, so everybody else, as you're kind of getting ready for bed, you hear a clatter coming from Arlen's room. Arlen, is your door locked? Do you lock your door? When
Probably
you're
not.
communing with your evil sword?
Fuck, when I'm communing with my evil sword, when you put it that way, I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so if anybody would like jump into action by hearing a clatter, or if you'd be like, tavern shit, it's gonna be fine. Don't roll, but if you are going to respond.
Tavern shit.
I mean, you are in a tavern. This is where people sleep and get drunk and also do things when they're Yeah.
In Arlen, though, she has a room separate, right?
I didn't
Mhm.
set my
So
token.
everybody has your own. You have your own rooms. They all come off of a common room.
So would we hear the sound in her room?
Yep.
Okay.
She's behind a locked door.
Yeah, I think if Garen heard it come from her room, he would head there. But if I got to select my token when I rolled, want
It's
me to
okay.
re-roll or
I got it.
cool?
Definitely. If there's a strange sound
Yeah.
for one of our friends, that's not good.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
I forgot.
It's okay. I can add you. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So your belongings clatter onto the floor. It makes quite a ruckus. You were the first to react. would you
This
like to
is
do?
one of those moments I wish happened at the beginning of the day rather than the end, because I don't have any spells.
Mm-hmm.
I think starting us off, Arlen grabs her amulet, her holy symbol, and a light shines through kind of the breaks in her fingers as the room fills with this kind of like starlight, almost replacing what has disappeared outside from her vision. And I'll use Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
And I will get some temp HP.
Excellent. So what does this look like as you cast this spell?
Just like the room kind of fills with like starlight. And there's like this kind of darkness that comes with it, but it's like this peaceful darkness. And yeah, that just kind of emanates around the room, and she grabs her sword and just kind of prepares herself.
Okay, excellent. Love it. All right. Finn, it is your turn. You can definitely tell it came from Arlen's room.
Okay.
You're able to come up to the door, but the door is locked.
I knock on the door, and sorry, I knock on the door, and I guess Finn will try to like, are you all right? Can I come in? What's going on in there?
I think Arlen probably responds quickly and just through quick breaths. Everything's fine. Don't worry. But from underneath the door frame, you can see like this little bit of starlight like leaking out, and you definitely hear some craziness going down in the room.
All right, well, forgive me, and he's gonna try and kick in the door.
Okay, so before you kick in the door, tell
Oh,
me when
no.
to stop. Well, thank you,
Matihi,
Matihi.
why? Why, Matihi?
Maybe it's something good.
Stop.
Nope. Okay, I love it. Okay, okay.
Break your leg.
Just nope, nope.
All right. Breaking down the door. How do you want to do this?
Probably with my foot.
Okay, roll me athletics.
Athletics. Ooh, I like that.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a crit.
Oh,
Okay, tell me what
nice.
this looks like as you definitely unlock, LOL, this door.
Yeah. As I cave in the door, I'll go back and like just after I say, "Please forgive me for doing this," he just kind of like, with all of his might, knowing something has to be going wrong, he just kicks in that door, knowing he feels like one of his teammates is in trouble, and just the door just flies off. You know, hopefully maybe in the direction of this evil thing. I don't know. I can't see, but like at least it gets shot at least in the room a little bit more than it normally would.
Okay. It does not hit whatever it is, but it does land just shy of it.
Yeah.
So you just, boom, the door is leveled completely. You
Nice.
see standing opposite from Arlen is Arlen, a maid of shadow.
Do you have a power to make two of you?
It's complicated. It's a long story.
Well, this doesn't look right. I'm not. I don't know. So, do I have like a chance to go up and move, or would my kick be my action?
So your kick is your action. You can still move, and you can still do a bonus action.
I don't think I have. I remember having a bonus action, but I don't think it helps in this scenario for attacks. So, I guess I'll just sort of walk up to it and kind of get ready for my next turn.
Sounds good.
All right, now that you're in my circle, you get 9 temp HP.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all keep track of your temp HP.
Oh, I got to go up here and find
Okay, Garen, it is your turn. You
Alright,
definitely hear the door break.
Right. Garen would just like instantly have his bow at him strung and grab his quiver on his way down the hall.
Okay. Yeah, so you definitely run right up to the door, no problem. And you see the exact same thing. You see Finn slowly approaching this creature that looks like Arlen, composed completely of darkness.
All right. Would stringing the bow have been his action?
I'll say that it's a bonus action because you're just this is your thing, right? You know how to do this. You're a soldier.
Right. Okay. Then he's going to loose an arrow.
Okay. Go ahead.
8.
Do you want
No.
That was your short sword.
That wasn't it? And bonus is the same.
Okay. With an 8, for some reason, it seems as if your arrow goes straight through it and nothing happens. Perhaps you missed. Perhaps it's immune. It's kind of hard to tell right now.
Okay. Because he's not perfect. He does miss. It's rare, but he does.
Okay. Anything else for you?
I'd say he'd be cautious and duck back behind the door jam so that he can't be targeted.
Okay. Arlen, this creature is flailing around, just slamming this blade into the area around you. And then all of a sudden, your DM is so prepared. All of a sudden, yes.
I was gonna say Garen gets 9 points of temp HP as well.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All of a sudden, the shadow moves forward. It seems to phase through clutter of your backpack on the ground. It doesn't seem to. So the door is like on an angle, and it just passes through these obstacles, no problem. And it stops directly in front of you. It draws the blade back, this mimicry of your cursed sword. Oops. Cursed, by the way. I guess that slipped. And it lunges.
We've known.
Lunges forward. So this is an attack that doesn't have an attack roll.
Oh.
It deals 9 spectral damage. We'll say that's psionic damage. 9 psionic damage. As it just pierces right through you, it leaves no wounds whatsoever. You hear from the creature, everyone here in the vicinity hears it.
Die.
That's its turn. KayBee, it's your turn.
So, I probably came up right behind Garen, and I'm hanging on to Garen's pant leg and like looking around him at what's happening in the room. Oh no! Time for heroes. And I bring up my hand and I kind of do some things with my fingers like this, and sparkles just kind of swarm out for me and kind of swarm around. And as I cast the spell or use a feature, and I cast this magic bless. These gold motes kind of sparkle around and attach themselves to my friends, Arlen, Garen, and Finn, I think. They're blessed.
Excellent. Very nice.
That's my turn.
Okay. Next, it is Arlen's turn again.
All right. Also, KayBee, were you within 30 feet, do you think? Huh?
That room is probably not 30 feet across, so I'm sure I'm probably right there at the door.
Room's tiny. It's like a closet.
Okay, you get 9 points of temp HP.
Sweet.
So yeah,
All
you
right.
get stabbed like in the gut. It doesn't leave any wounds. You do not bleed, but you feel life drain from you.
Yeah, I think she winces as the blade kind of seeps into her, but then as it's pulled out, she instinctively reaches and tries to close off whatever wound is now in her stomach, but then quickly finds out that there's nothing, but she still feels this residual pain. And so she's quickly going to try to counter and attack this shadow creature with her trusty sword, Charybdis.
Okay. All right.
And I get to add a d4. Can I use one of my blessings? Because I imagine 11 misses.
Yes, absolutely. You can use a blessing. Go ahead and re-roll, and we'll take the first number.
Okay.
Ooh, that's another 8. Okay. So as you try to swipe forward with your sword, you miss. However, you notice something. Shadow. It's changing. What was once featureless, completely dark, pools of color are beginning to well within it. What does it mean? I don't know.
I hate that.
Finn, it's your turn.
Great. So Finn will get a little bit angry at the fact that Arlen kind of got hit, and he's gonna get ready his great club, and he's gonna be like, I don't know where you are, I don't know what you're turning into, but I'm gonna stop you before you can do any more harm. And he's gonna grab his great club and he's gonna swing.
All right. Ooh, 21. Yes.
Nice. Go away, Finn.
All right, 6 bludgeoning damage. So you bring your great club down on this creature. You hear a soft exhale as it begins to slowly dissipate and it gets weaker. You see the color beginning to reduce into nothingness. The creature looks angrily to you, Arlen, and it says,
You have failed the test. We'll try again some other time.
and then, like a breath exhaled, it's gone. Slowly, a veil is pulled away from the shadows, from the stars. You can hear music gently creeping in from the tavern below.
Arlen's just kind of there frozen for a second, thinking okay, how am I going to explain this? But then she just kind of stretches and puts her sword down. Well, thanks for the help, everyone, but I should get some rest. I'm very exhausted.
What
You
was
just hear from behind you, Jem casually coming out of her room, and she sees the fact that Arlen has no door and everyone's gathered in her room, and she's like, "What the hell happened? What did I miss?"
good question, Jem.
Yes.
What happened here?
Mm-hmm.
Having witnessed this, would I have any understanding through Arcana of what's going on?
Sure, go ahead and roll me Arcana. It's gonna have a very high DC.
Right.
15. Nope, no idea.
Arlen sits down
Shot.
and is quiet for a moment. Well, I suppose you would have found out sooner or later.
Found out what?
I've had a great many adventures in the past, and in one of them, I was given a blessing by a creature of the Fae. And Fae, you know, are very tricksy, conniving things, and this one said it was a blessing to help make me stronger, but it's come in the form of these shadow creatures that will come every once in a while to test me. And if I pass the test, I get more powerful, but if I fail, then sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes there are consequences, but I suppose we'll just have to see.
So you've had the sword on, like, how long have you had the sword on you?
You don't know it's from the sword. She's saying that
Oh.
this is something else.
What is I suppose, okay, yeah. So how long has this been happening? Because is this like the worst one that's happened so far? Because I mean, when we were in the caravan, we were there for a couple weeks. None of this happened. Does it just?
Yeah,
happen?
I've had it for about 2 years now, and it's every few months it'll happen. I thought, I don't know, I was exhausted today, and I let my guard down, and it just so happened to be the day, and I got the drop on me. But typically, I'm a bit more prepared.
Right. Well,
It was defeated. You
think,
didn't fail, did you?
I'm supposed to fight it without any help, I think.
Oh,
That's what's always happened in the past.
Oh, well. Sorry then.
It's quite all right. I'll just try again another time, I suppose.
Said this is from a Fae. Did they ask you a riddle?
Yes, there was a riddle, and I got it right, and so they gave me the blessing.
I'm really interested in this now, so I'm paying really close attention. It's like, wait a second, I know all about face stuff. It's like, huh?
Right.
Oh no.
I mean, roll me, KayBee, a history or nature check. 26. Okay. So,
So I'm like,
you being Fae,
I'm looking at Arlen.
all of these different things that Arlen is saying is true. They are definitely elements and things you've heard of. You've never heard of them together in this specific way. I'm gonna say, go ahead and give me a free insight check here. 16.
Then
Arlen.
make a deception check.
Yes, make me a deception or performance or persuasion.
Persuasion.
All right. So, KayBee, you definitely can't get the sense of, like, is Arlen lying here? Because it's all believable, but it's not something you've ever heard of before.
Yeah.
But also, you understand that Fae are so expansive and so ever-changing that it's it's impossible to know everything.
Yeah, it's chaotic. In fact, that's expected. So I imagine I totally believe what she's saying. So I point and I say, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, and Garen knows nothing about Fae, so he doesn't have any idea of what could be or could be inaccurate, but I am wishing we'd have sat down and come up with what riddle the dragon had asked Garen.
Oh, we can figure that out later.
Except he thinks it might be linked to the dragon. What happened to?
Oh.
Mm.
So
That's interesting.
mhm. We'll say that Garen repeats his riddle, and we'll come up with what it was later for accuracy.
Okay.
Is that the riddle they asked you?
So, what was the answer to the riddle, Garen? We'll figure out what the riddle was later, but what's the answer? You get to choose what the answer that you gave was.
Oof. Okay. Time. The answer was time.
Love it.
Yeah, so yeah, Garen repeats his riddle and says, I answered time to a dragon when I was asked that riddle. And it said I was not who I am not who they were looking for, and left.
I see. That wasn't the riddle I received, and it wasn't a dragon that spoke to me. So that may have just been a bit of a different thing that happened to you. But that is interesting. You've met a dragon.
It was very interesting, yes. It left a small statue. And left.
A statue.
Yes.
You still have it?
I keep it with me at all times. I
Oh.
often wonder what that meant. Because I know I was right. I know I answered right.
Can I see it?
Yes. And Garen would go back in, goes straight to the pocket he keeps it in his pack, pulls it out, and brings it over to show you.
Could I have a little time with this? I'm just kind of wanting to check something. I don't have any spell slots, but Detect Magic is a ritual cast, and I do have that prepared today.
Okay.
So could I ritual cast Detect Magic?
Yes, you can do that. So tell me what this looks like as you cast. What does it look like when you do this ritual, like this 10-minute setup? What kind of things are involved? You can make up any like components that you need, etc.
Yeah, I think she sits on the floor and places her medallion against the statue, and then takes out some chalk and draws some like stars positioned in a very particular way, kind of around the object. And she places her hands one on top of the other on one of the larger stars and just kind of starts closing her eyes and meditating for a little bit, allowing this magical energy to kind of flow into her and out of her into this area until eventually her eyes open, glowing kind of this violet color as she begins looking at the statue.
Okay. As you look at the statue, you can definitely tell, yes, this is magic. Absolutely. And it is a... Scrolling through this magic item list. Deciding what this is on the spot.
Oh, so I don't identify it. I don't know what it is. I just know whether it's magical.
Oh.
Yes.
So
I'm not
you can-
making up
you
shit
can
on the
save that for
spot.
another day.
Yeah.
But I would know what school of magic it belongs to.
Enchantment.
That makes sense.
Okay. Yes. It is magic.
While Arlen does this, and I don't know, I imagine I might know what she's doing since I also have that spell. Would I be able to bring out that coin? and have her look at that too. That big gold-
Yes.
I'm bringing out that big gold coin, and I put that down in front of her. And if she looks at it, that's cool.
Yes.
She refuses to look. No, I'm kidding. She looks at it.
And
Uh-huh.
interesting. Does the iconography on the coin resemble the statue?
So, as you are looking at the coin, it is an ancient coin. It seems to be very stylized in a way that is not modern whatsoever. You can see what should be the face of probably a king of some kind. It's really hard to make out any specific details. It is not magic. But since KayBee is showing this to the group for the first time, anybody who's around, if you want to roll a history check, you can do so. It is a high DC, however.
I'll try. You never know. Nope.
Fantastic. Finn with a 9, Arlen with a nat 20, 24. We've got Garen with a 3, KayBee with a 20, and we've got Jem with a 7. So KayBee, you know that this is an ancient coin, probably related to the Sul Empire. Arlen, you have seen these sort of things before, especially with your parents being adventurers. I think that your family has even had one of these, but not this specific kind. This is like the equivalent of a gold piece. So it is like the largest increment of currency from this ancient empire. And your parents might have had like copper pieces or like a silver piece. You know this is incredibly valuable.
Okay.
You know it's from the Sul Empire.
Arlen, why is it so big? Were they giants?
No. So she kind of like picks up the little statue and like hands it back to Garen. This is magic, but I don't know what it does. You should see if there's perhaps a wizard in town or something that can identify it. But this, and she kind of like looks at the coin and kind of like gestures to it excitedly with her hands. This is from the Sul Empire, and it's not magical, but my parents had told me long ago about how in the Sul Empire they had large like copper pieces and silver pieces, much like we do now, but gold pieces from the Empire, especially in such good condition, are incredibly rare and incredibly valuable. So if you find a good collector, I think you could get quite a lot of money for this.
When we were on the road and we had to fight with the little stick people, I found that on the mud. I tripped over it and I found it in the mud.
Well, you must be incredibly lucky.
So now we got money.
Yes, we've got money. Most definitely.
Yeah, so I just leave that with you.
Oh, you're leaving it with her?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't know if it may mean something later.
So at some point, Lankus, the owner, comes up.
Oh yeah, the door.
I was actually going to do something about that, but yeah, go ahead.
Okay, all right. So Lankus wouldn't come up immediately. Finn,
Okay.
was there something that you wanted to do?
As they all kind of look at the coin and everything else, obviously Finn doesn't know much about this history at all on this, and he's like, "Oh, I've got something to take care of really quick. Let me be right back." And we'll just for the fun of it, we'll say as I'm leaving the door or leaving the room and kind of obviously walking over the door, that's when the owner's right there.
Okay, yeah. Lankus just sort of pinches his eyebrows. That's going to cost you 1 gold.
Oh yes, I just was coming down to talk to you about the door that suddenly just fell over. Yeah.
A big one or a little one?
Garen will pull out a gold coin and hand it to him.
He takes the gold coin.
Oh, you.
Sighs. I will repair it in the morning. Stomps down.
As he's leaving, I'll just yell down the hallway, "I'm sorry."
Then I am quite skilled at opening doors in less destructive ways.
Well, I heard a lot of commotion. I wasn't sure what was going on. Let my
Fair.
emotions get the best of me.
That's fair. That's
But
fair.
also, thank you for that. I was getting the gold ready to pay. I had enough to give the 1 gold, but appreciate it.
So go ahead and remove 1 gold from your inventory. All right. The night is pulling on. You do have a full day ahead of you. Is there any last thing that anybody wants to do before we press on and put everyone to bed?
Garen would wrap his statue in cloth again and then put it back in his pack in the same pocket that he pulled it out of and go to bed.
So with Arlen and KayBee knowing detect magic and just the way that magic items work, they would probably be able to tell you, if they want to, that if you spend a concentrated amount of time holding the item and like staring at it and touching it, you can possibly attune to it and figure out what it is.
Yeah. Does one of them offer friendly advice like that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
All right, then I think Garen would do that now. He's been carrying it around in his pack for years, but he's never actually studied it. So I think he'll do that now.
Okay. So what's the setup? Describe this to me as you're in your room and you're just staring at this little statue.
I think he'd actually set it on like a nightstand next to his bed and just kind of sit there and look at it and ponder it. Maybe even ask to himself, what are you?
Okay. As you do, the camera pans towards it. Can you give us a description of what this looks like again?
Honestly, we never did describe it.
Okay.
I-
Would you like to make it up?
I don't know. I have an idea of what I would like it to look like, or you can have your own.
It's up to you. I also have an idea too.
All right. I'd say it's iron, but it's probably got like a faded. Looks like a gauntlet with what used to be red, faded lacquer on it, holding an eye in its palm. It's a left gauntlet holding an eye in the palm.
Okay, excellent. Yes.
Cat crawling across my lap.
I was going to say it's a tiny cat statue, but this is even better. So it is an ornamental thing. It's definitely not meant to be worn.
Right.
It is much too small and it doesn't actually have an opening inside of it. It's definitely some kind of statue. And as you look at it, you can tell that it is a magic item. Fuck, I closed the thing. Fuck. Hold on. You know what? It won't matter right now. I'll look it up later.
Okay.
Okay.
For
It
time.
is a magic item and it's really fucking cool and you go to bed really excited. Fantastic.
And do I want to know what card I drew that you haven't shared with me yet?
Oh, don't worry.
Oh no.
We'll find out soon.
Don't worry.
I have a plan for you. But speaking of plans, Finn, anything you want to do before you go to bed?
Not anything out of the normal.
Okay. So as you finally get into bed, you grab your amulet, you whisper sweet words to it, give it a kiss.
Mhm.
You sigh, you exhale, you ease into the mattress, and you let the worries of the day wash away.
God damn it.
Just the timing of that.
That was them washing away.
Yep.
Yeah, whenever your worries
I
wash
have-
away, just burn.
I have the window closed too. Okay, anyway.
I love it. Okay, Finn. It's a little difficult to fall asleep, but eventually the fatigue just washes over you and it compels you. You slack, you relax, and you dream a dreamless sleep. Camera slowly zooms out of you as you're alone in your room. And we see something standing next to the bed. A shadow of you is watching you as you sleep. When you shift around, just stretching, it vanishes. without a sound.
Mm.
When you wake up in the morning, you don't see anything. Everything is totally fine. You have nothing to worry about.
First I have a bad dream, and now a shadow's watching me. This is what Waterdeep's like.
You don't know the shadow's watching you. You are
Oh, I
asleep.
don't. Oh, okay.
Nope, you have no
okay,
idea.
Okay. Never mind then.
Okay. So the next morning comes around. Garen, you're the first one up. You're down in the first floor of the Wicker Goat. You're having your pancakes and sausage. What kind of beverage do you enjoy with your breakfast?
I'd say for milk, he'd enjoy a glass of milk.
Okay. Take a sip of your milk. It is fresh. It is delicious. You sort of sit up. A stroke of inspiration. You have drawn the Vizier card. You can ask any one question, and I will give you an answer. It'll be honest and forthcoming. And you can think about it. What is everyone else doing as you think about it?
KayBee comes in from outside, and he's rubbing his stomach, and he's looking around. He has this guilty look on his face. Oh, no, thank you. Nothing for me.
I think Arlen eventually gets up and heads downstairs to get some breakfast of whatever variety they have today. Hopefully something with fish. But she is just thankful that she got away with her explanation yesterday. And she didn't blow her cover. But yeah, she's just kind of like sitting and eating and like humming a little tune to herself.
Okay. We'll say that it's around then that Jem comes down. Jem, you wake up this morning with a splitting headache. You aren't quite sure where it came from. It's definitely similar to one of those where you drank too much and you just partied a little too hard. You're a little sore all over. Your head is just buzzing with gentle pain. You have drawn the Fool card. You lose a memory. You get to choose what memory this is. It can be a good memory. It can be a bad memory. It's totally up to you. You don't have to declare it right now on the spot. You can choose and then you let me know what you forget.
Okay, I'll have to get back to you on that.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem. So the group of you are gathering down at the table. You sit down one by one next to Garen, who's kind of lost in thought. With a fresh plate of pancakes and sausages in front of him.
Yeah, he probably has like one bite on his fork that's just kind of hanging there, just frozen in thought. 'Cause I'm still not sure what I want to ask.
Okay, that's fine. And we can figure it out later too. We don't have to do it on the spot. But the group of you are gathered now, and you do know that you have a couple of different options. You have expressed interest in finding Anders Solmore, Gelen Prime Water, and you also know that there is the haunted house that you were tasked to explore and take care of.
What do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean,
I don't know about you, but this bacon over here looks pretty good. She's gonna like pop an entire strip in her mouth.
KayBee disappears off a stool and he comes in and you see a little hand come up by the bacon.
well, I suppose, I would suppose maybe we'd go to the house, the haunted house we were supposed to get to, I think, today. I don't remember if there was another stop on the way we were gonna make or not, but that whole experience is still kind of stuck in my mind from when the three of us did that, Arlen. So
It does make
Yes.
sense that Finn says this. You do know that Galen Primewater and Anders Solmore are probably very important people in this town, and they're probably very busy, especially with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with having something under your belt, taking care of a problem and getting some renown for it might help open some doors for you and get you an appointment that might otherwise be difficult to get.
But as we're talking about this, KayBee also reminds us that, but Hannah wants that so she can get a place in the council. Is that what we
True.
want?
Well,
She's not a loyalist.
do we know that?
I think she owns a business here. She's a local.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can take care of the house and let her claim credit,
Yeah.
and perhaps she could make some introductions for us.
I mean, we want to help both things that are going on. That way, we're in good favor with as many people as we can be.
And who doesn't want to fight a ghost?
I mean, true.
I
Sort
wanna
of
fight
up
a
my
ghost.
alley.
I mean, maybe the ghost just needs help.
True. Maybe
Some
we can do
ghosts
this
are
without
nice.
fighting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, to the house we go then, or how what are we? Was there anything else we needed, Garen? I feel like there was another thing we were supposed to do too, but I just can't remember.
No, we had talked about seeing the merchants and the
Oh.
council member. So
Would that be on the way?
no, I
Do you
don't.
want
think-
to, or do you want to get the house first? And then...
Let's do the house first.
All right. Yeah. All right.
Because
if-
I think that makes a lot of sense to do the house first, and
Mm-hmm.
either get the reputation ourselves, or have an ally on the council that can introduce us.
Mhm. And
Excellent.
then as Finn has been talking, there's been random amounts of like eating noises. I wasn't sure if I wanted to actually animate those. For
No,
people.
no eating noises.
So yeah, just so keep in mind there is some like oh my god, this is such a good waffle noises going on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so the group of you gather together and you make your way in the direction of the haunted house. You know that the haunted house is about 4 miles up the coast from Saltmarsh, and it's accessible by an old road, especially led by Arlen, Finn, and KayBee, who have already been there. You take to the road that will eventually take you to there. The road to the house winds up through rocky coastal terrain, offering a view of the sea below. Low clouds press upon you. There are occasional patches of sunlight that appear out over the water. A stiff wind blows in off the waves, carrying the briny stink of churning water. This time, as the group of you are making your way towards the haunted house, you see there are people following you. They seem to be a few curious townsfolk, and you can hear exactly what they're saying. They're talking about you, how you're dressed. One of them eventually comes up and tries to talk to you. So where are you from? What are you doing? How long have you been doing it? Do you actually know how to use that sword? About that bow. That bow, it looks broken. Are you sure? They are very curious. And you can tell that their intentions are mostly good-hearted.
I wonder if that's true though.
Roll me an insight check.
Garen would chuckle and yes, I'm sure my bow is fine.
Hey, they're heroes. I'm just here to help. They know what they're doing.
They repeat all the same rumors and stories that you have heard in town. It's pretty clear that you're making your way towards the haunted house, and they say, oh, there are a number of ghosts that live there. Someone died. There's a curse. Are you sure you want to go there?
Do you know
People
who
go
it
to the
was?
haunted house and never come back.
Do you know who it was that died there?
There are stories that there was a very, very sad man that lived alone, tended his garden, looked out over the sea. There was definitely tones of longing, tones of need. No one ever spoke to the hermit. No one knew why he lived alone, why he refused visitors. It is an evil place.
Bella. So,
Hold on, wait. Yes, Emma.
so, last session I rolled a nat 20 to know about ghosts.
You absolutely did.
And if I recall correctly, Hannah Riss didn't really know anything about the person who lived there. And I don't think we were able to find any information about the person anywhere else. Are these kids fucking ghosts?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh no.
7.
Oh my gosh, can I use a blessing? I
yes,
really
you can
want
use your
this.
blessing. And just as a reminder, GeekDice, you have 1 nat 20, and Zombie, you also have 1 nat 20. All right, 21 insight, very nice. Emma uses her last blessing. Okay, with a 21, these are just kids. But
Okay.
they absolutely are genuinely interested, and they seem to be telling the truth. They seem concerned. And especially as you approach the bluff, you can see this ominous house up along the path. They begin to stagger back. They grow grim-faced, and they turn around. They leave. The decrepit house sits on the highest ground in the area. Around it, a stone wall has crumbled in many places, exposing the interior grounds. An ornate metal gate lies open at the end of the road, swaying slightly with the wind. Wild flora grows throughout the inner yard. All the years cannot hide evidence of a well-tended garden that once sat there. Near the house, you see the broken wooden roof of a water well that rises out of tall grass. Music change.
Actually, the well doesn't rise up. It was knocked over, wasn't it?
The top of it. So like
Okay.
it's
Top,
a
yeah.
well, and then it
Yeah.
had like an umbrella.
Are we approaching the house?
Oh, can I roll a perception check, see if Garen can get anything from the house before we head up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I think as we approach, we kind of, those who'd been here before, kind of just brief the others what we saw.
Yeah,
And over there's
I
the
w-
weasel hole, and we
Yeah.
knocked it over. We walked inside, we saw something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to see if I could do, I don't know if it'd be inside or what. I want to know if the snakes are still prowling around.
Okay. Yeah. So Finn, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception.
All right, with a 21,
Nice.
it seems that the snakes are likely back in the well.
Okay.
You don't see them prowling around in the garden.
All right.
And with an 11, it doesn't seem that there are any creatures outside. It doesn't seem like there's any evidence of people having been through the area. What you essentially see is an overgrown rose bush, a well-tended garden. Well, what was once a well-tended garden. You can see that the walls are broken down. There's nothing growing there right now. A broken well, and then the house itself. So essentially, nothing really interesting, just the house. There is an air of mystery and evil that looms heavily in the salty sea breeze. It is damp, difficult to breathe, like swallowing fog. Do you want to head inside?
I think Arlen kind of leads the way inside, yeah. Is the house made of stone or is it wood?
It is mostly wood. The house is about 35 feet tall. No. just remember it's 35 feet tall. Yeah, from ground level to roof peak, the roof is gabled and has several holes in the ceiling where slate shingles are missing.
Gotcha. Arlen's paying like careful attention to what this building is made out of as she enters inside.
I
So
think Jem also would like follow, or should follow Arlen in.
So we want to find this ghost or these ghosts as quickly as possible, right?
Right. And I'd say Garen is taking up the rear. He's rear guard.
Okay. So the group heads inside. Door is open, easily opened. Seems if it had a lock, it was broken away long ago. You find yourselves inside this building. So this is going to be where we take our break. The halls of this place are revealed to you only because KayBee's owl had scouted them last time. So the hallways that you see are not necessarily what your characters know. Only KayBee's owl knows this, and KayBee himself knows this. So as we are moving through the house, please move your tokens very slowly and understand that doing individual fog of war is pain in the ass. And yeah, so we will continue exploring the house when we come back from our break. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Please grab some water, do some stretches, and we will BRB. Just to do a little bit of catch up now that we've had some time to think about it. Jem, you have lost a memory. You drew the Fool card. What does Jem no longer remember?
So I don't know how relevant this is gonna be, but she is going to just sort of forget about our her little encounter, I guess, with our mysterious Tabaxi Grahatia
Okay,
person.
absolutely. So session 0, we had met an interesting Tabaxi man who is no longer with the company. Don't know what happened to him, where he went, but for whatever reason, Jem no longer remembers who this person is. Right. Garen, you were having your phenomenal cup of milk for breakfast. You had a moment of intense clarity.
Yes.
Question came to mind. What question is it?
What is Alistair Firebrand's intentions with Garen?
Ooh, very good. So as we enter your mind palace and we ask this question, you're able to divine with absolute confidence, unshakable, that Garen, that Eleander believes that they are doing the right thing. Their intention is definitely 100% aligned with the king. That is why they are here. Everything that they're doing is to serve the crown and seek for the betterment of the kingdom in entirety. He is thinking in the macro, absolutely not the micro. And you are a soldier. And what does a commander do with soldiers? They make them useful. So in the grand scheme of it, you're just a tool.
Mm-hmm. They will a tool to be used, and if I have served my purpose and then broken, he will throw me away.
That is absolutely true. You do not get any kind of, so far from what you've seen and heard, any kind of impression that he might throw you away, because it might prove that you're also valuable
Right.
and you get things done. And from what you could tell, that he is definitely a man with an agenda and also forward momentum.
Right.
So it is a double-edged sword.
Yes. No inherent malice, but I am a tool nonetheless.
Absolutely. Okay. Group of you are now standing in the house. The front door opens to a musty, dirty entrance hall. To your left, there's a corridor that leads to the west wing of the house. The walls are bare and bits of smashed furniture lie upon the floor. Ahead of you, another corridor leads towards the rear of the house. You see, the staircase on the eastern wall climbs up to the next story. And looking up, you can see that there is a balcony. There's railing all the way around. And it seems to overlook the little area that you are in currently. The stairs appear safe to climb. You can see the balcony rail is broken in several places. The interior of the house is dilapidated and damp. There are patches of harmless mold everywhere. The woodwork here is generally rotten, cobwebs are thick, and dust is plenty. Rubbish scattered everywhere. You see, pieces of plaster have fallen from the walls and the ceiling lies strewn across the floor, along with the shattered remains of vandalized furniture.
So, as we step in, take an immediate look around to compare what we see now to what we saw yesterday. Has anything noticeably changed? Are there footprints? Have any objects moved? Anything that's noticeable?
Okay. Go ahead and either roll me investigation or perception, and anybody can do this. 25 from KayBee.
Investigation in what?
Or perception. 14 from Arlen, 19 from Garen,
So I'm
16
looking around.
from Gem.
I'm looking around, pointing at things. I say, yep, 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 yep.
Okay, and a 3 from Finn. All right, absolutely. So, KayBee, this makes perfect sense. You had set not just one pair of eyes, but 2 pairs of eyes here. As you look around, you see that there are 2 sets of recently made tracks.
I'll point that out. Arlen, you see that? Those tracks. That's
can-
new.
Mm-hmm. You can see one heading northward in this direction. You see another pair going off to your left.
Finn, what kind of tracks are those?
As they're pointed out, you can see them.
What am I guess what kind of tracks am I looking at? Do they look human or do they look?
They look humanoid, absolutely. They look like boots.
Appears that another human's been here. I mean, unless it's our tracks, but I don't think they're the tracks that we made. I don't think we went very far yesterday. So
I check everybody's recently polished shoes.
They're definitely not yours.
okay.
Garen, roll a survival to try to glean any information out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Okay, 25 survival. Very nice. You can see that they are medium humanoid tracks. You obviously can't tell what kind of humanoid. From the way that the soles leave impressions, you get the sense that they're very old boots. There's a bit of a drag in the pattern going to the left. And the pattern going north seems to be a lot more concise, a lot more sure-footed.
They're both medium-sized humans. The footsteps going to the left, there's maybe a limp, or they're dragging their feet like they don't want to go. Those ones, though, they knew where they were going. They were confident. They know something.
Well, let's pick a direction, I suppose.
So feel free to move your characters if you like.
Do we want to
There's also no grid because I was lazy.
I'm gonna send the owl to take a look around this floor.
Okay. The floor is a mess. Everything here is. Hello, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid.
Woo!
Hello, Lord Kusumba. Thank you so
Lord
much.
Kazumba.
Welcome to Secrets of Saltmarsh. We are currently playing our Patreon Greyhawk campaign, and we are investigating a haunted house right outside of Saltmarsh.
Oh yeah.
We have literally just started.
Yes. Welcome to the haunted house.
Stepped foot into. Oh, wait. Into.
A haunted house. Whoa.
Love it.
Oh,
Love it.
All right.
spooky.
So
All right.
spooky.
All right. So I think maybe it'd be best for us to sort of, I guess, divide and conquer a little bit. Who wants to go and do what with who? I suppose I'm not opposed to going with anybody, but
Yes, I think
that
I think you might be onto something. Look, but don't look too far. Want to be able to quickly get to each other if anything happens. But
of course. But
I agree. Hmm.
I think it best that I head up this way, and she points towards this hallway.
definitely. Let's initially follow these tracks.
okay. All right.
Somebody came here knowing what they were doing, knowing why they were here, see what they found, and maybe what happened to them.
Okay. Feel free to move your tokens.
I think Garen would follow the unenthusiastic tracks.
Okay.
Which door do they go towards?
They definitely go all the way in.
Is
All
it
the
the
way.
same for up here as well?
Yes. So as you make your way up here, you can see the tracks continue north. There are a number of doors. You can see that there is a door ahead of you, and as you look over to, I don't know if you can see that. A door over this way, you can see that there is daylight peeking between the cracks of the door. So you can surmise this is a door to outside, whereas this is definitely still in the building.
And where did the footprints go to?
They are through the door ahead of you.
Okay. She's gonna go through that one. I don't know if you want to talk to Garen first and figure out his stuff, though.
Okay. So what kind of approach is everyone doing? Are you trying to be quiet? Are you looking around, looking at your feet? Describe to me how you're moving through the house.
Garen is trying to be aware of his surroundings and stealthful at the same time.
Okay.
So,
Arlen is walking confidently and is not really trying to stealth, but is has her sword out and is ready.
Yeah, Jem is also very confident in herself, but she's also kind of looking around, keeping an eye out on things.
Okay. I love it. Oh man,
Same.
I love this.
Nervous, quiet. Those
Oh
are-
my god. The
also
confident
does
people
have-
went this way.
The
Nervous
quiet-
people are over here.
right?
She also does have her dagger out,
Which
Okay.
honestly fits with the footsteps we're following too.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. So both of you put your hands on the door and you give the knobs a little turn. You can tell that they're both unlocked. Do you want to open the door?
Yeah, Garen would finish twisting and then push it open, and then be ready with his bow. As it opened.
Okay. Reveal area. Okay. So when you see that it kind of opens up like that, that means it's a window.
Okay.
Which I should probably
So
just
there's-
reveal this. It's fine. You can see through the window.
There's some light pouring in, or it's
It seems to be like a little patio outside.
okay.
All right, so when you push the door open, Door in the north wall leads to a small patio, which you can see through the window. Paving cracked and overrun with weeds. Other than a pile of refuse in the southeastern corner, the room is bare. You see the tracks head into this room, and they stop right here.
I just stop.
They stop right at... Yeah, go ahead and roll me an investigation or perception check.
Right. Perception is better.
Oh,
I want to
double ones. All right, go ahead and use a blessing. Roll again. 18. Very nice. You find that there is a trap door that leads down. You suspect that it leads into some kind of cellar.
Trapdoor over there, KayBee.
Can I get stealth checks from both of you?
Yeah. What else do we see in this space? Can you just further describe what we see?
Yeah. There seems to have been a living area at some point. There is broken furniture strewn about. You don't really see very much other than that. There is a trap door that leads down. As you come up closer to it, Garen, you want to put your hand on it? Do you want to check it out?
I think he would maybe look at it more carefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it closely as well. I want to see if it's locked, if there's a lock, any visible. Look at it very closely.
Very closely? Okay. As soon as you loom closer, all of a sudden, you hear a loud voice booming from nowhere, disincorporated, disembodied.
Welcome, fools. Welcome to your death.
Garen,
Show yourself.
we're heroes, right?
I need both of you to roll me wisdom saving throws. Right, meow.
Oh boy.
15 from Garen and a 1 from KayBee.
So there's this moment where I'm like, we're the heroes, right? And I begin to see I'm visibly shaking.
KayBee.
No, I'm a hero. And I use my nat 20.
Oh my god. Fantastic. All right. GeekDice uses his last nat 20. You, for a split second, are frightened. You gain the frightened condition. But you steel yourself. And you're fine. Garen's fine too. You hear this noise come from nowhere. Not driven by fear to flee. You look around. KayBee, being one that has known magic. Maybe that was a spell. Maybe it was a ghost. You aren't sure.
That's magic. I mean, maybe.
Well,
I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts?
I haven't had an opportunity to question if they exist. But I still think it's wise if we regroup at this point, KayBee. Let's head back to the others.
Do you want a peek? Maybe we look in the trapdoor. Take a peek. A little peek?
All right. You open it, I'll look.
Or we can send friend.
True. You think it's safe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Friend is pretty tough.
Then Garen will stand so that he can open the trapdoor towards himself and not be standing in front of it, and motions KayBee to be away from the front as well as he opens it.
Okay.
Okay. So it.
So I'll move around the other side of Garen, and then as soon as he opens it up, I'll look around at friend and motion for friend to go in, and then I'll close my eyes and I'll look through friend's eyes.
Okay. As you go down, you see that goes into a cellar. The torches are lit. There's evidence of someone having been there. Other than that, you see a body on the ground.
So friend looks around, and if there's no immediate threat, friend is going to pause and take a good look. And
Okay.
as friend does, and I look through his eyes, I'm quietly narrating what I see to Garen.
Okay.
So
it sounds like the two of you are going to be doing something.
okay.
You are committing to investigating this. So we're going to pan the camera over this way to our dears, confidently trudging deeper into the house. As you make your way up to this door, you find that it is not locked. You can turn the knob. How do you open this door?
Confidently.
I love it. Also, thank you so much, everyone, for the follows on our YouTube. We hit 100.
You're the
Thank
best.
you so much. Oh my god, thank you. We can finally get a custom URL, and we don't have to be youtube.com/UCPEYPIGOG_ Oh my god, thank you so much.
But it's such a catchy name.
I know, it
Yeah.
just rolls off
I'd
the
already
tongue.
memorized it.
I don't know why you don't want that.
Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, you thrust the door open confidently, and you see
The
kitchen. The kitchen is dirty and damp, with patches of gray mold and cobwebs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. In the southwest corner of the room, there are some iron cooking equipment, and there's a chimney above. Next to it, under the window, is a cracked and discolored stone sink. To the right of the sink, a small, closed wooden cupboard is fixed to the wall, about 5 feet above floor level. Against the far wall, a flight of wooden stairs lead upward from east to west to east. The woodwork of the staircase is decayed, and a few of the treads are missing.
Where do the footprints go?
They go up the stairs.
All right.
Sorry, they head towards this door.
Oh. I can't believe you would lie to me like that.
Sorry,
Okay.
It's almost as if I'm reading a lot of things all at once.
Arlen looks towards Jem and like nods, and then waits for Jem to nod back.
Yeah, she'll nod back.
All right, and then Arlen like quickly
Let's go.
opens the door.
Okay. As you open the door, it groans open. It is loud. And it actually breaks off the hinges, and you're just holding the door now by the knob.
Okay. Arlen just kind of like drops the knob.
Drop the whole door. Jem, what are you doing as Arlen opens the door?
She's probably like, she'll probably make a joke like, "You're stronger than you look, Arlen."
Well, I have been doing this for a very long time.
Clearly. She'll probably like step in the room a little bit.
Okay. As you do, two of you just kind of hanging out. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Jokes.
Yeah.
Something
Witty
begins to
banter.
crawl out from below the sink. There are holes everywhere here. You hear as 4 giant centipedes emerge, skittering up the drain, entering the room, and lunging right at you. I need you to roll me some initiative.
Ah, dang it! I should have done my vigilant blessing. I forgot to say that.
You'll be
Would
fine.
am I in a position to be able to hear either things going on with KayBee and with them?
I would say that they went into the next room, so they probably don't even see the centipedes.
Oh, no.
Oh, they don't. Okay.
Well, just for purposes of it being a stream and don't want things to take forever, you are aware of the giant centipedes. Do you want to call out to Finn?
Sure.
That might be a good idea.
Yeah, Arlen's like, hey, we have large centipedes over here.
Oh.
Help!
Oh, you need help. All right. Come on.
Help!
Help!
Hello.
So, do we hear Finn yelling?
Yeah, I'll yell back down there. Large centipedes, and then just run.
Yeah.
We need friend back now.
Call friend back. There's a body down there.
We'll
Okay.
look at it later. We want to prevent 2 more bodies joining it,
It's fine. The body's not going anywhere.
Yep. right?
I'm fine.
And then, yep. And then Garen would start on his way back.
Okay, I'll say that you guys for free can move into room 1 anywhere you
Okay.
want, but you can't quite make it back here in time. All right, Finn, I'll say that you spent your move moving
that's
in
fine.
here.
That's fine. Yep.
So we'll do 1 round here, and then we'll add, we'll fix all the orders and stuff. So
That's
unfortunately, they go first. Okay. So you see these giant centipedes. They have these long, hard bodies flat to the ground. These massive pincers just strewing out of their face and clacking together as they skitter forward alarmingly quickly. One of them crawls up on the ceiling and it drops down right on Finn. It's hissing at you as it tries to bite. Hold on, let me
Ow.
just make sure I never whisper rolls.
Oh, sorry.
Right. All right. Holy shit. Okay, dude. 22.
Mhm.
Probably a hit. You take
Mhm.
5 piercing damage and also 8 poison damage. Wait, no, you have to make a DC first. So make a Constitution saving throw. Oh,
Would my
shit.
can I just do a reroll? Would that go to the 13, or would I just reroll if I use my advantage?
You would have to re-roll the whole thing, but you also have a nat 20 in reserve.
You know what? I want to reroll the whole thing. I want to save the nat
Okay.
20.
All right. Re-roll your nat 1. You don't want to fail this. Oh shit. Okay,
Oh,
you rolled a
no.
3. You can still use your nat 20 if you want. Or you can
I
just
guess-
soak it up.
Yeah, I'll just use it, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna use your nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, so that means you only take
Just 5, I guess.
yeah. Oh. Target must make a DC on a failed save. The poison damage reduces the target to 0. The target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned this way. Okay. Okay, sorry, this was a different version of what I thought it was.
Oh.
Well, since I said it, you'll go ahead and save the 8 poison. I was wrong, so it's not going to apply in the future. But you only take 5 damage here.
Okay.
Because I fucked up.
Okay. So
Okay.
am I
Totally fine.
normal
Totally.
poison? Okay.
Yep.
Or
No
no
poison. No poison. All right. So we'll see that the others begin to skitter in. This one's going to try to go for Arlen. 6. It misses. This one crawls in through the ceiling and drops down on Arlen on the other side. This is a 16 hit.
Yes.
Okay, go and make a Constitution saving throw. You will take the poison here. Okay, you save. which means you won't get paralyzed, but you do take 8 damage.
Ooh, that's a lot.
That is a lot. And this last one comes up and tries to hit Finn. Rolled a 7. It misses. Okay, so this is now Arlen's turn.
Okay.
Just a
I had a-
reminder to our chat, if there are ways that you want to interact with the stream, every $10 draws a card from the deck of many things, which can alter the entire narrative of our session here.
We don't need those right now.
Every $5 will guarantee a natural 20 to the player of your choice, and you can also redeem channel points, which are free, in order to grant a blessing, which is an advantage die or a reroll to the player of your choice. And also me, thank you for the 2 advantages. I will use them.
Oh, sure you will.
But Emma, it's your turn now.
Arlen's gonna attack this one that just hit her
Okay.
with her sword.
I'll color coordinate these so it's a little easier to identify them.
14.
Okay, 14 absolutely hits. Their armor class is 13.
For 6 points of damage.
Absolutely. Tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, it just bites into her, and isn't really letting go. And Arlen just very quickly and slashes her sword of certain death, and just cuts it in half.
Lovely. It squelches as it dies. Anything else for you?
I guess I'll bonus action healing word myself.
Okay.
That'll be 7 points back.
Okay, you restore 7 hit points. Gem, it is your turn. You are seeing these giant bugs just drop from the ceiling. The one hits Arlen, and it's a pretty grievous attack.
She is probably going to take her dagger and get this blue one over here.
Okay.
Oh,
18's a hit.
nice.
Go and roll me damage.
Mhm.
In the chat where it says dagger +3, you want to click on the word
yeah.
dagger. No, you're
I'll do that.
yeah. Okay, tell me what this looks like.
She basically just like takes her dagger and stabs it right down into the centipede's head.
Yeah,
Just taking it out.
It splits the chitin of the exoskeleton of this creature completely. Just bug guts start sputtering out. This grayish viscous liquid. It is chunky, it is disgusting, and it smells foul, but the thing starts to spasm and then it dies and stops moving. Good job. Anything
And that's it
else?
for me.
Okay. All right, so that was the first round. We're gonna put this in order now. Garen, you are first.
All right. So, can he see either the 2 left from where he is, or does he need to move forward?
You will have to move forward. I will say you have to move like here, right
Okay.
behind Finn.
Okay. So, pretty much a point blank for.
Remember, you
Brown or-
can move through your friends. You just can't end your turn on their square.
Right.
So if you want to like move
Oh,
here, you can do that too.
Oh, because that's
Okay.
pretty much
Yeah,
his
I think that's
movement.
yeah.
So, yeah, he doesn't have a speed boost. So, I'd say Garen's going to attack green.
Okay, sounds good. You can do this at normal. $15 hits. All right.
7 damage.
Yep, you kill it. What does it look like?
All right, he runs up and I'm gonna say he gets real cool and actually shoots in between Finn's legs. Hits that one and it just carries it through to the wall and pins it to the wall.
Absolutely, just goes. That fantastic. Anything else?
No, I'd say that's it because I can't justify mechanically hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. So this centipede will try to attack Finn again. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay. It misses. And it is your turn. However, thank you so much from the deck of many things. Please tell me when to stop.
Pick on Z day, isn't it? Stop.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Mm,
It is your turn. Also, thank you so much for all of the nat 20s. Every single
Yes.
player has a nat 20, and I also have
yeah.
a
She also has one.
ha, ha, ha.
Oh, that'll be fun, won't it? Later. I'm gonna go ahead because it hasn't failed me yet. I'm gonna go ahead and since the orange wasn't trying to attack me, I'm gonna go and try and attack it back with my great club.
Yeah, do it. Give it a go, old bonk. 8 will not hit.
Okay. I don't think Yeah, my Hunter's Mark is my only bonus action I have. So, yep, I just missed with.
All right, Arlen, it is your turn.
Okay, Arlen will step forward and is going to try to attack this last centipede.
Okay, sounds good.
And she do the big slash and miss.
All right, rolled a 4. KayBee, it's your turn.
Okay. So friend is flying in front of me as I run forward. I don't know if I can tell if I believe I heard Finn shout out. Maybe he was hurt. Can I tell that?
Finn seems to be a little hurt, yes.
Oh, not too badly.
Not too bad.
No.
Okay. So friend lands on the shoulder of Finn, and it's looking at the centipede. It comes and it flutters in front of the centipede, flapping its wings, distracting the centipede, and then jumps back onto Finn's shoulder, and it's going to sit there. And I'm going to come up behind Garen, and I'm popping around trying to see. I think that's probably all I can really do right now.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is have friend give Finn the help action. For
Okay.
attack. Yep.
Sounds good. Gem, it is your turn.
Yes. I guess I can go for that other centipede.
Mm-hmm.
Same as before. Just give it a little stabby stab.
Yes.
Stab.
You stab. Unfortunately, you miss. A 5 is not going to hit. Garen, it's your turn. The dodgiest centipede.
This thing is clearly the boss of them.
Yes.
So I'd say Garen is going to step through to here and then take aim at the centipede and hopefully not join the miss club.
All you gotta do
And
is
I've got
beat a
advantage.
13.
Yeah, do I have advantage on this? Because it's surrounded by my allies.
You do. As a rogue, you absolutely do. Up, 22 hits. All right.
And
Oh,
sneak
you
attack.
eviscerate it. These things only have 4 hit points.
Oh god, the arrow, it like dodges away and dodges into the arrow and it just splits it right down the middle.
Yeah, it's just cut in half. And as it twitches and dies, silence falls over once more. You can see here that there is a set of stairs that heads down and a set of stairs that heads up. This second room that has opened up that you had briefly stepped into seems to be a scullery room. Room displays the effects of damp and decay more than most. Mold grows in patches on the floor, walls, and ceilings. A large copper cask, split, discolored and empty, stands under a window with a small heap of crockery shards on the floor beside it. You can guess that it probably leads down into a cellar.
You guys are so brave.
Yes, well, we're heroes, right?
Yeah.
We do it with your help.
Yeah. I.
Adventures. It's in the name.
Yeah.
Really?
Truth.
Me too.
Yeah.
So it seems like the footsteps that went this way head down those stairs. Did you happen to find anything as well?
Yes. The footsteps that went into the other room led to a trap door. When we found the door, a voice called out to us from somewhere. Said, "Prepare to die, fools." And KayBee says we were struck with a spell, but I'm not sure what it did.
It was scary. It was really scary.
Definitely. We sent friend down the trap door, and KayBee saw a body down there.
And there's torches and they're lit. So somebody is
Yes.
around. I mean,
Oh. Do you think maybe it was the person who the footsteps you followed there?
Can't be sure.
I
The
think
body
maybe
could
it's
be the person.
I think maybe it's that's true. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a ghost though.
Oh, I don't know. I think it's human or
I think,
human.
I think it's tricks.
Yeah.
Ben, write this down.
Oh, okay.
As an adventurer, when there is a choice between going through a regular door or a hidden door, you go through the hidden door.
Hidden door. Right.
Yes. So,
Through hidden door. Touch.
I think we should perhaps follow up on the leads that you found in the other room.
Did you just say touch bricks?
I did. I said touch bricks.
That's
That's where you usually find the hidden doors.
So funny.
Where did the bugs come from?
They came from under the sink.
Go over and take a peek
Crawled
at
right
the
up.
sink. Is there like a passageway underneath there?
No, there's no way that you could necessarily fit through them. You can
Okay.
tell that this house is in such a state of decay. It makes sense. There are probably things living in the pipes, living in the walls. You can see that the windows are all shattered, and some of them are boarded up, some of them are not. You can clearly see outside through some of them as well. This is not a shelter.
It was just bug things.
Yeah.
Bugs doing bug things.
Since we're here in this space, kind of do a look around, do a search for anything that might be any left items of interest.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Garen would join in this search.
Okay, absolutely. Kitchen is disgusting. You look around, there's mold everywhere. You don't really find anything in the kitchen itself, but in the scullery next door, over where Garen is, you can see that there is a large copper cask. And upon looking into it, especially with a 13 perception, a 19 perception, you can easily tell that this cask was probably used to boil water.
Recently,
Yes.
were they making noodles?
You hope not. With all the mold that's everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it still warm or hot?
No.
Okay.
Cold, but it's clean as though water had been boiled in it.
Yeah. Any if it was a while ago, it would have evaporated by now.
Mhm. There's definitely someone alive here, KayBee.
I think it's a hideout. Scare people away with ghost stories.
Oh.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And especially if they don't want to be seen, that's why no one returns.
In the dead body that I saw through a friend's eyes, was it fresh dead or was it long dead?
Not long dead, but not
Okay.
fresh either.
Okay.
Still meaty.
Juicy.
Yeah. Ish.
La, 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 la.
Yes, I agree with Arlen. Let's investigate the trapdoor. See what there is to see down there.
Torches last for how long? An hour? 10 hours?
Depends on the torch, but
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled. There could
Okay.
be people.
So everyone's gonna head over towards the previous room.
Yeah, I'm going to, at least.
Yeeting all of you in there. Yeet.
Yeah.
Yeet.
so Garen will pull out his rope and he will try try to find something to lash it to.
So you do find that there are a set of stairs that lead you straight down. You don't necessarily need a rope.
Oh, okay. Then he'll stow his rope again and then maybe we'll just take the stairs down.
Okay.
And
Alright.
yeah, he does say that to the party. Maybe we'll just take the stairs down.
Oh, yeah. There's stairs, cool.
Fantastic. So you all head down the stairs.
Oh.
As you do, you enter a small room. See, most prominently, there is a dead body right in the middle of the room.
Can...
You see,
Hmm.
shoulder height wooden bottle racks line the north and west walls here. There appear to be no intact bottles left in the racks, and the shattered bottles cover the floor. Against the east wall at the foot of the stairs rests two large metal storage bins that appear to be empty. In the center of the room lies a human corpse clad in plate mail. A long sword lies at the corpse's side, and a large shield covers its legs.
Oh.
Is he under the trapdoor? Like
No,
he
so
fell
the
through
trapdoor is like the where you're stepping through.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you go through the
So-
trapdoor, there
oh.
are steps, and you're coming down them.
Okay.
Can
So it's not
I...
Not a fall trapdoor, but a door in the floor trapdoor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see blood on the ground. You can see just looking at him that he has likely died from some kind of injury, not a fall.
All right.
All right. With an 11 medicine, can Garen tell anything about how he died?
Okay, so you get real close to this corpse. You see that it is the remains of an adventurer who might have been through here several weeks ago. You see that there's pustules, something leaking out between the gaps of the armor.
Oh, don't touch that. Oh, that
It
doesn't
looks
look
like
good.
curdled
Agree.
milk being squeezed from a bladder.
I don't know if I'll ever drink milk again.
Kind of
Um,
cheesy.
As he's looking at the body, could I do like maybe a perception or investigation to see if there's maybe like hidden traps around that may have killed him or something of that nature?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Which one does either one matter?
Investigation or perception.
Investigation. I'll go perception.
7.
Uh,
So you look around, you don't really see any evidence of traps, but you can see that the plate mail that he's wearing is really banged up, results of like brutal clubbing and kicking.
oh.
But plate mail is expensive.
That's,
See, there's a
yes.
shield across his legs that's in good condition, and there's a longsword on the ground next to him. You see his pack, but it's under his corpse.
Oh. Well. Yeah, I think this one's been assaulted. I was thinking maybe there might have been a trap or something down here to anyone who dares to come down here would get, killed by something that just when they show up down here. But I'm thinking maybe whoever was down here either saw him and didn't want him here or something, or there were guards. I don't know, but it doesn't look good. That stuff is... I don't think... Can that stuff bend that way? I don't think it can. Normally.
Can with enough, if you're hit hard enough or often enough, metal can bend.
Okay, well, he got hit good then.
Oh, who? Yeah, Garen's trying to take a closer look, but all he can focus on is the pustules.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Something is eating it from inside.
Can we tell anything by their armor? Are they an important knight? Any insignia or anything?
No
that can be seen?
insignias,
Or the
but
shield?
it is no insignias on the shield either. It seems to just be an adventurer. The plate
Human?
armor is human, male. You can see that his armor was probably once very nice.
And looking at his face, can we, notionally describe him later? Middle-aged, beard.
It's really hard to tell. Bloated, caved in certain places. Absolute mess.
Okay.
Garen's trying to keep his lunch together as he turns away and starts to take a look at the room, see if there's anything else he can get.
Okay,
Apparently not.
8 perception. You look around. You don't really see anything.
Still can't get the pustules out of his mind.
Is this
Arlen.
a door or a fireplace thing, or?
It seems like that it's a stove of some kind.
Okay. Arlen kind of wants to check that out, but is also gonna look around for any other secret doors.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation or perception.
I'm also
I'm-
gonna
Or-
have Gem.
I'm
Wow.
gonna use my nat 20.
Wow.
Okay. I was like, dang, so many ones right now. Roll 20. Okay. Sorry, Jem, what did you want to do?
I was gonna say I want Gem to also just look around in general, see if she could find anything.
Absolutely. 20 perception. All right. So I think Arlen and Jem, you look around. You definitely get the sense that there's a door right here. Secret door right here.
Just gonna move over here.
And Arlen, with that nat 20 that you've used, you can hear people on the other side. You hear metal. Weapons.
Arlen kind of waves at everybody and then points at this.
Garen would ready his bow.
Um,
nod.
There's a-
Arlen's gonna use Vigilant Blessing on herself as well.
Is that a regular doorway or a hidden doorway?
The secret door.
Hidden.
See, gotcha. And Arlen, you said you're doing a bless?
It's Vigilant Blessing. It's the thing that gives me advantage on initiative,
Gotcha.
the class ability.
So it looks like we're getting ready to start a fight. I'm going to cast the spell real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to cast the spell Bless. Again, kind of spinning gold motes fly out and attach themselves to my friends. I'm going to bless on Jem, Arlen, and Finn.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
Bless.
Thank you.
Let me burn the spell. And actually, I'm not going to burn the spell. I'm going to use my daily use. I have of that.
Yes.
There it is.
Fantastic. All right. Who wants to open the door?
Me,
All right. How do you want to open the door?
quickly.
All right. You slam the door open. Door goes wide. And you can see that there are people on the other side waiting in ambush.
Yay.
Do we get a surprise round?
No, they
get
were
a
waiting to
surprise.
ambush
Oh,
us.
they were out.
Wait, they get a surprise round even though I knew they were there?
No, they do not. Everyone roll initiative at normal.
Fucking bless.
Sure.
Arlen, did you just touch brick and it opened?
I told you.
Wow.
She's a
Just touch
master of being a hero
I guess she was right.
every time.
It's really true. Okay, wrote that down. All right. Nice.
All right. What are you, Sumin? You're a bandit.
You're a man.
You're a secret. Okay.
Yeah,
The best ones. Those are the
yeah,
best
nothing
ones.
Yeah, nothing special about that.
Yeah.
Chapter. It's just
Jake rolled a nat 18.
A net 18.
Wow.
A
Oh,
natty.
wow. Okay. So the door swings open, and you can see that there are people on the other side with weapons waiting. This guy has a light crossbow. This guy also has a light crossbow. And this guy here is kind of ducked behind the table and has 2 weapons, 2 swords in their hands. All right. Jem, you were the first on initiative.
Oh boy. I think I'm going to quickly cast just like bardic inspiration on everyone. Just
Okay. Great. As a bonus action, choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you. Okay. Who would you like to cast bardic inspiration on? One person.
Since she's right next to me, I guess Arlen.
All right, cool. You want to describe what this looks like? What it smells like? What it tastes like?
Arlen, what's your favorite scent? Do you have a favorite scent?
Fish market.
I guess that's what it smells like. As Jem sort of like, waves her hand towards you, and you just get the sense of, you can do this. And also you smell fish.
Oh, God.
I love it so much. Thank you.
Wow. It stinks of fish now in here, and it is invigorating.
Oh, no.
Fantastic. All right, so that was your bonus action. You still have an action, and you still have movement.
I think I'll probably move to the corner here. Just be
Okay.
like, what up?
All right. So let's have a look at your character sheet real quick. If you have ranged weapons, you can totally do that.
I have a spear. That's not.
You also have Vicious Mockery if you want to do that. As a cantrip, you can cast those for free forever.
I think I'll save that for a little later.
Okay, absolutely fine. Cool. So you have your weapon drawn out. Arlen, it is your turn.
Okay, Arlen is gonna walk inside and then is going to cast Sleep so that it hits these two. The 20-foot cube.
Fantastic.
They have to make some sort of saving throw.
Nope.
No.
You roll
I just
5d8.
roll. Cool. I'll take it. Wow, what a roll.
All right. Choose 1 or 2.
1.
Okay. This guy falls asleep. This one starts to kind of. Oh, they've got magic! Kill them! So this one is still conscious. This one just kind of falls asleep standing up. Very nice. What
Love
does
it.
the sleep spell look like as you cast it?
I think it's very hard to notice. It just seems like kind of this gust of wind kind of pushing everything out of the way. So like the dirt and dust kicks up in the room just slightly inside of this 20-foot cube. And suddenly, like the other guy was very obviously in that area of effect, but he's kind of like looking around a little confused, and the other one just collapses asleep. And then Arlen's also gonna move over here.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Fantastic. It is their turn. Okay. So this one says, You were using some magic on me? Oh, I don't think so. Taste my bolt. And it's going to light crossbow at you. Hold on, I think I need to turn off whisper rolls. By default, they have it set up so that it whispers. All right. Thunk. A bolt goes flying out towards you, and it bends into the wall there. It misses. And he will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 back up here. That's his turn. KayBee, it's your turn now.
Dang. Okay. The owl and I come rushing through the door. 5, 10, 15, 20. Survey the space and seeing what's happening here. And the owl's right behind me. I'm going to have the owl. I'm going to have the owl. What am I looking at right here? What is this?
So that is a sink oven thing.
Okay. The owl's going to perch right there. Maybe get behind a little bit of cover. That's enough for him right now. Surveying this space, I'm going to point with my weapon that I've drawn at one of these two. I'm going to choose this one down here, the one of the green. They've got weapons out, and that's kind of scary.
Yes.
I'm going to point with my blade as I cast the spell at that person.
Okay.
Firebolt. 14. Does a 14 hit?
14 absolutely hits. Their armor class is 13.
10 points of fire damage as
Holy
a little mote of
shit.
fire kind of spirals off my blade and goes woof.
Fantastic. As your fire collides into this person, they clutch at their arm, they drop one of the swords, and they start screaming, blood curdling. It echoes off the walls of this cellar. It is deafening. You can tell that that blow was immense on them.
Heroes are here.
I love KayBee so much. Anything else for you?
No.
All right. It is now their turn. So they will 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They will run up to this bandit here and use an action to slap this guy awake. Whoosh. Ah! They like yell into their ear. So he's now awake. And that is their action. That's all they can do. Garen. I have a question for you.
Oh joy.
Do you want
Stop.
do you want a card from the deck of many things?
No, but I
Well,
knew. it was
too
coming.
bad. Thank you so much. Bravo. Okay, please tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Oh shit. Okay.
Is
Alright.
that a good oh shit or a bad oh shit?
It sounded
Only-
good.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, true. All right. So I'd say Garen, well, actually he could see blue from here.
Mhm.
So yeah, he's gonna step over and then fire at blue.
Sounds good.
And I'm not gonna ask, I know I don't have advantage.
With blue, you actually do have advantage because they're right next to Arlen.
Oh, okay.
24 is a hit. 6 damage. Very nice.
Oh,
This
that
arrow.
was- that did not have the sneak attack.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll me your sneak attack.
Uh, 6.
Oh man, you just straight snipe this guy. An arrow comes flying through the door frame of the secret door and just eviscerates this person who was just slapped awake. Tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, I'd say Garen, he's apparently very fond of going for the eyes, so yeah, it just flies straight through, hits him right in the eye just as he opens his eyes to wake up.
So what you see here in this room is what was probably once a large cellar that has been repurposed as like living quarters. The arrow embeds into this guy and sends him flying back onto a cot.
Oh, yes.
He
I
is,
love it.
He's down for the count forever.
Quick, say something cool like nighty night.
I think you
A
already...
spectral microphone appears in front of you. What do you say?
Good night, fool.
Nice. Mic drop. He's super dead. Okay. You do have movement if you want to move.
I think Garen will move here and use a hide action.
All right, 13. Finn, it is your turn.
I know I'm farther away. Would my entire thing would just be moving into place?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can move here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could use a ranged weapon if you have one.
I do have a ranged weapon. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
so you can move
my-
up to here.
My original thought was I was going to, because we're dealing with bigger enemies, I was going to actually use Hunter's Mark on my Great Club. But it might be better just to...
So your Hunter's Mark is a ranged like spell on a target. So you don't like put it on your weapon, you put it on an
Oh.
enemy, and
Oh,
they
put
don't
on an
have to be
enemy.
next to you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you
okay.
can still
Well,
do that.
Hmm,
Don't forget to get blessed.
I do have a bless.
Mm-hmm.
I think, you know what? I think I'm going to, because I don't... Do we see the person in the shadows or not? Or like the person in green?
They are standing there. They're very visible. Both of them are
Okay.
very visible.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to... You said I could go to here, right?
That's
Okay.
your entire movement.
That's fine. Yep. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm where I need to be, and then I'll use, because I do have a longbow. I'll just use a longbow.
Okay. Yeah, you can see both of them very clearly. If you want to use Hunter's Mark, you should do that before you do your attack.
Okay. I'm gonna. Who do I want to use it on though?
So this one is badly hurt. Oops.
That one is.
Yes, the
He is?
green
Okay.
one is very badly hurt. You can see that there is a grievous, just absolutely terrible char mark on their shoulder.
And then has the other one even been touched yet?
This one seems untouched.
All right. I think I'm gonna put my hunter's mark on that one, considering that one hasn't been touched yet.
Sounds
And then I'm
good.
gonna aim. Can I aim from where?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. Then I will use my longbow against them.
Sounds good. 22 absolutely hits. Roll me
Nice.
some damage. Okay,
Plus your Hunter's
7.
Mark damage.
Oh, yes.
Die
I'm sorry.
6.
All right. 10. Very nice. Okay. You let an arrow loose and it gets them right in the chest. They wheeze. And it is an awful sound. You can tell that this person, one of their lungs has collapsed and they're totally gonna die, but they are still upright.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jem, it is your turn.
She is actually going to move over here. And right there. I have to decide what I was going to do.
You can see that both of them are very, very badly hurt.
Mhm. I think she'll probably take out her spear that she has on her
Mhm.
back and go for this one right in front of her.
Okay. So does the spear have reach?
I-
Let me check.
No.
Think so? No, it doesn't. Can I reach?
Okay. Yes. So I was just wondering, so some weapons
It
can
be
attack
thrown, though.
from 10 feet, but the spear is not, so you have to be 5. So perfect. You're right. You're good.
Cool.
Let's see a spear attack. Unfortunately, a 5 will not hit.
And the blessed die is probably not big enough to help, right?
Let's see. Scout armor class is 13. Nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
You thrust your spear forward, but they are still too nimble. You don't manage to land that. Arlen, it is your turn.
Arlen's gonna step up with her sword and slash at this person.
Yes, do it. 13's a hit. Meets beats.
All right, awesome.
Roll me some damage. 3 damage. All right.
Why is there a 0 there?
Oh,
I don't know. Rolling 0 equals 0. Did you know that? If you roll 0, it will equal 0. Okay. So, you strike your red blade forward. You spear it right into this person. They exhale. You pull it out. They begin to bleed profusely. And your cursed sword begins to hum in your hand. You can feel that it is pleased. It wants more. Anything else you want to do?
No, I can't do anything else, unfortunately.
Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. It looks like the damage that was rolled also did not include strength or dexterity bonus. Looks
Oh
like
no, I have +0.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Thank you for checking, though. I appreciate that. Okay, it is their turn. You see this guy here taking a survey of the situation, struggling to breathe, actually begins to retreat. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You run into the back corner of this room here, and they begin to throw themselves against the wall. The corner there. That is their turn. KayBee, it's your turn.
Oh, wow. He's throwing himself against the wall as if like he's trying to get through a secret passageway or something, maybe, huh?
I don't know.
I mean, it looks like he's trying to break through the wall.
His turn ended right before, so you can't tell.
Gotcha.
But the frantic panic has sent him in that direction. Desperate
Okay.
and deliberate.
I've got something for him. Meanwhile, I'm going to send friend over to fly in the face of this enemy to distract them. For whoever's next going to attack them is going to get advantage from the help action.
Okay.
And then the one in the corner who's doing something goofy down there, I look at them with a sinister eye, and I raise my sword and I release another firebolt. You best stop.
Wow. 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 Holy shit. All
I
right.
bring down a tiny little fire mote of destruction.
Yeah. The body just completely burns to a char. They fuse with the wall. They are super dead. They had 1 hit point. So the camera kind of pans away from this like completely burnt, melted body to you, and it zooms in on you. What do we see, KayBee?
Oh, I look at my sword. What?
Awesome. Okay. The scout here, seeing that they're surrounded, they see and hear the blood-curdling scream as the other person gets melted. They throw down their weapon. I surrender. I surrender. Please. Let me go.
Well, great. We have some questions.
Indeed we do. Garen says as he steps out. Arrow still knocked.
Is anyone going to do any kind of combat action here, or is it safe to say that we want to enter dialogue?
We'll accept surrender.
Yeah, we'll accept surrender.
Okay. So combat is over. All right. They drop their weapons and they kick them away. I surrender. Oh. And they sit on the edge of the bed here looking over at this completely devastated person next to them.
So, do you mind telling us exactly what you're doing here?
Listen. I work for some very powerful people. You have to guarantee that I'll be okay if I cooperate. Please?
Of course.
If you don't
I know
do anything to us, we won't do anything to you.
I'm just
I know
working.
some people.
Okay. Do any of you have bandages, please? I'm bleeding out here.
do we?
Arlen will just kind of see to their wounds.
Okay. So you stop the bleeding. Very nice. 15 medicine, absolutely. Tend to their wounds. They are no longer freely bleeding. Don't have to mechanically heal them or anything. They say, look, I don't know who you are or who sent you. These caves are expansive. The gang knows you're here. You tripped one of the traps upstairs. They are on full alert. They will kill you on sight.
And which gang is this?
Who do you work for again?
We didn't say.
We are asking the questions, not you.
Well, listen, it's a little bit of give and take, right? I'm putting my neck out there. I just told you I work for some very powerful people. I
We
want
also
to
work for powerful
cooperate.
people.
Okay, who?
We're
That-
not going
What's
to
your
tell
powerful
you that.
people? What's your powerful people?
The give that we are giving to you is not killing you.
That true. There's that. Yeah.
Is that the Crow gang?
Who?
Crow.
Never heard of them.
Insight.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and insight as much
Yeah.
as you like.
I'm going to as well.
Mhm.
All right, that's an 8 from KB, 8 from Finn. Nice. A 10 from Garen, and a 21, nat 20 from Jem. Jem, this person's not lying whatsoever. Everyone else, you're not sure. It's a
Okay.
total stranger. They also almost died.
Yeah. I don't know.
Listen,
I
we
think they're telling the truth.
All right.
aren't going to kill you if you give us the answers that we need. But this isn't a thing of you get to ask us questions.
Okay,
And-
okay. Listen,
and if you give us the
Yes.
right answers, we do know some people.
Okay, you keep saying that. What people? Listen, I don't want to be feeding the beast that could be our enemies because, you know, dying by you, dying by them is kind of the same thing. I just want to survive at the end of the day.
We're
No.
not going to kill you if you tell us what we need to know.
Pinky promise?
He swears.
I come over. I come over to Jem, and I tap Jem on the elbow, and I want to whisper in her ear,
She'll like bend down.
Jem, if they're bandits that are against Hannah wanted us to come here and figure it out. If they're against Hannah, maybe they're supporting the king and the loyalists. If they're one or the other, I don't know. What do you think?
Honestly,
They're worried about that, I think.
I can't be too sure right now.
Maybe you just lie.
All right. So tell us who's here.
All right, okay. I work for someone by the name of Sambale. We are a smuggler gang. We just want money, drink, freedom, pursuing a life of crime for our own happiness. No.
But So why have you decided to set up here? And did you spread rumors that there were ghosts and things in this house?
Well, their eyes stray over towards the eastern side of this room, where there are a few doors. things in this house, but it's mostly to keep people away. You know, we've got operations, we've got treasure. We just want to have our grounds. We've staked it out. This is our territory.
And what is it that you smuggle?
Oh, everything. Wine, scrolls, trinkets. If it's valuable, we're interested in it.
And is this Sanbalé a pirate? Or who are they?
Sambalé is,
It's another faction.
No, it's a person. You can see that they're sweating a little bit.
They're another faction.
No, I swear. It's a wizard. Sambalé is a wizard.
Are they the ones that set up these traps and alarms?
Of course, yes. I don't know the name of the spell, but they're meant to scare people away. It's worked so far. No one's really come in, except for, and their eyes straight over to the room that you had been in. But we took care of them.
There's another who strayed in, and we took care of you.
Hold on, you promised I wouldn't die. I've been forthcoming so far.
You're not going
No.
to die. What?
We have accepted your surrender and parlay. But we did
Well-
defeat you.
How many others are in here?
They start counting on their hand. Well, there's the 2 hobgoblins. You took care of Fred and Nellie. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 left. 2 hobgoblins and Sambalé themselves.
Alright, not too bad. And where are they hiding?
Their eyes head over towards the melted person. There's a door over there. But you know, they are waiting for you actively right now. In fact, can I go?
Is that the only way in to that room?
It's not a room, it's a cavern.
Hmm.
No. You can access it by boat.
We should go now. We should tie this guy up.
I agree.
Okay.
Garen pulls out his rope.
Go
ties him up.
ahead. Remember you pinky promised. Yep. Okay.
I-
You're
I'm
not going to
KayBee.
die.
We're not.
We're going to
Be
tie you
fine.
up, and then when we come back, we'll let you out.
Okay.
I'm
We're not
KayBee,
going
what's your
to
name?
die.
My name is Hamis.
Hamis, did you eat lunch?
No,
Want some
actually.
food?
Yeah, sure. Can you roll me over to one of the beds? My bed is the 3rd one over there to the left. I don't want to be next to looking over at the bandit with one eyeball.
Yeah,
I'm-
Garen.
I think that's a fair enough request.
So I think we tie him
Just-
up, put him on the bed, and I put half of my lunch sandwich, my lunch bag sandwich in his mouth.
Okay, that's so nice.
Mm,
They're like, oh, this is delicious. Oh, did you make this yourself? Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So the bandit is more or less restrained. They seem to be completely cooperative with no intention of leaving. And you discover that there is a door over here.
So, yep, Garen will get ready with his bow. And then
yeah, he's
motion
gonna.
for
I'm gonna have my great club at the ready as well.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast another blast since the other one invariably wore off.
Okay. So just to let everyone know, We have a few moments to do things if we like.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I think this is actually a good place for us to stop because we're opening up a whole nother region area. So just to describe the room a little more in case it would affect what you want to do, because you do have like a literal door in front of you. So you have options if you want to swivel things around.
Mhm.
So in this room is... Okay, so this is a torchlit chamber that was once a large cellar, converted into living quarters. 10 crude beds stand along the south wall, each with a wooden footlocker at the end. A long wooden trestle table ringed by rickety stools dominates the center of the room. Metal cutlery, cups, and dirty plates sit atop the table. A cook stove is installed near the table, evidence of recently cooked meals on the pots on top of it. I'm going to say they're all burnt and disgusting. A large ham hangs from a loop of twine near the stove. There is a set of stairs here that seems to lead into a room above you. It is currently closed. And then there are 2 wooden doors all the way on the other side. One of the doors has an interesting feature. So this one pointing northward appears normal, but this one has a wooden bar across it, held in brackets in the frame, so it is barred closed on this side. And the word danger is scrawled on the door with chalk in the common tongue.
Well, that's probably where the ghost is.
Yeah. Or whatever we're gonna or whatever we're gonna bump into.
Right?
And can the ghost get out, Arlen?
Ghosts can't walk through doors. They're not fire.
I think we have found our ghosts
I
already.
did- Yeah.
Well, I think we're here to deal with something different at this point.
Indeed. Whatever that is, it's a concern for another time, I think. They barred it for a reason. They are comfortable enough with it barred to sleep in this room. So I think we are safe to leave it barred.
So while we're here looking at this burnt person in the corner, anything special on them? I mean, does he have the secret bandit handbook in his pocket?
He did, it's charred.
Unfortunately, yeah, there's not much left on them, especially that one. There are no pockets to turn in and out, so to speak.
I think Garen might do a hasty search of the footlockers, see if
Okay.
there's anything of interest, but he's not gonna like
They're locked.
ransack them. How long would it take to pick all of them?
So if you want to pick all of them, I'll just give you like a montage roll. So you
Yeah.
can go ahead and roll.
I help too.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Okay. 10.
Okay. So with your combined help, I'll say that it's totally fine. It's not a difficult lock. And you can also like, they seem to be pretty terrible condition. So if you wanted to get physical with them, you can do it. It takes some amount of time to go through 10 lockers. Absolutely. Most of them contain personal effects. Each one has a coin purse that holds 7 gold and 15 silver.
Say the guard would be okay with us confiscating this for them.
The bandit here that is restrained is just like nodding enthusiastically. And even as you like ransack the one that is like at the foot of their bed, they're just nodding. They're like, please
Well-
leave the socks. I need those. You can take the gold. It's fine. I'll get more gold in the future.
As we open this door, I can conjure fog so that whoever's on the other side won't be able to see us and shoot at us clearly. that should level the playing field a little bit, allow us to get a little bit closer to them. But obviously, we won't be able to see incredibly well either. So just be careful.
So in this moment, as the group is preparing for your assault of the caverns that must be attached to this cellar, Finn,
Yeah.
you suddenly feel your locket where it rests around your neck. It begins to feel kind of heavy.
Oh.
You're aware of its presence all of a sudden. And for a moment, no one else sees any of this. They don't feel any of this. You feel different. Blink and all of a sudden you're somewhere else. You're looking around. And what you see is a forest. And you see someone in front of you, dressed in a red cloak. As they turn to face you, you see that there is no body. It's almost as if there were shoulders, there were a head to fill out the hood and the cloak. All you see is the cloak. And as they turn to face you, you hear a voice.
Ben Carson,
Yes.
what
Yes.
would you change right now if you had the power?
You have drawn the Fates card. You can alter an event immediately.
Oh. Got this again. Hmm.
I think that one was from Bravo, right?
That was Ludus, I think.
Oh, Ludus, thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Ludus picked. Yeah, it was that
Yep,
one
yep.
from Ludus.
Oh, yeah. The one from Bravo's right here.
From yeah, guys, for Godfather.
Okay, you get to
Um,
alter an event.
Jeez.
You want me to come back to you?
Yeah, I did because I can't think of
Okay,
anything
yeah,
recent.
just think about it.
Mhm,
right?
mhm, mhm.
So, for all intents and purposes, everyone else, you just see Finn kind of like staring forward, has his weapon ready. Is there anything that you would like to do or say before we end the session for today? All right.
Not I.
Okay. That is going to be our session for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here as we've been investigating the spooky house.
Spooky.
Spooky. We're going to go around real quick and introduce our characters, our players, tell us who you are, where we can find you, and what your favorite part of today's session was. And we'll start off with Emma.
Hi, it's me, Emma, also known as Emma Panada. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter as Emma Panada. On Twitch, starting here in a couple weeks, we're going to be starting a campaign of Kids on Bikes and a campaign of The Curse of Lady Strahd, which is a heavily reworked version of Curse of Strahd, and it'll be a chaotic fun time. That one's run by Matihi, who's in the chat typing right now. But other than that, you can find me in Discord in Stella's server. And yeah, I play Arlen, who is a Triton Twilight cleric. And my favorite part today was definitely the shadow attack and just how all that played out. And then So Arlen's like lying about all of her experience and stuff, obviously. And so ever since this beginning of all of this, I've expected the facade to fall very quickly. And even though it's been, this is session 3, I think. Even though it's been 3 sessions, I didn't expect it to last this long. And so now I just find it funny that she was able to bluff her way out of explaining why a shadow attacked her.
I absolutely love that everyone just going along with it.
Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, that happened. Of course you did that. So good. Thank you. Next we have GeekDice.
Hey folks, I'm GeekDice. You can find me here. I'm so looking forward to our next session in 2 weeks. You can also find me Sundays at noon Eastern on the Greyhawk Tales channel. Yeah, I'm playing KayBee, a Fae wizard artificer who looks like a gnome, but maybe he's a little bit more, maybe something a little bit different. For me as well, and Emma stole my thunder, but I am also really digging the whole facade and the narrative about her experience, the fact that she's an experienced adventurer. In KayBee's eyes, she's proving herself to be the hero that he knows she is. So I think maybe Arlen is demonstrating that she truly is a hero, and that facade may never fall. You've got to believe her.
Oh, I love that. Thank you. Next we have Godfather Wraith.
Hi there, everyone. So, my favorite moment was finally Bravo getting her chance to get her revenge on me with a draw.
Yes.
Although
Do I tell you what it is now, or do I tell you at the beginning of next session?
I kind of want to know what she hit me with.
Okay, I'll tell you. You ready? You drew the Comet card. If you single-handedly defeat the next encounter, you instantly level up.
Oh, look at that.
All right, you got this, guy.
So encounter does not have to specifically mean combat. It's the next thing that we engage with. So it could be other doors that are not caverns, right? So that is something that you can think about. Yeah.
Right.
Potential level up.
Boy.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Tell us what your favorite part was today.
I gotta agree with what's come so far. The continuing load of BS that we are all accepting from Arlen. I mean, Garen thought she was just full of bluster at first, but she's been backing it. You know, he's willing to believe.
Love it. Awesome. Next, we got Nisa.
Hello, my name is Nisa. You can call me Nisa. You can find me here. You can find me on Twitter. Shit posting as I do. I play Gem, our resident chaotic tiefling bard, and I think I'm gonna go with everyone else and say that, you know, Arlen's little story that we're just accepting is
I love it.
probably my favorite thing. And I think I'm deciding that, like, Gem obviously has a feeling that it's all BS, but she kind of wants to see where Arlen goes with it. So she's not gonna say anything.
I love that you're the only one that knows, and you still haven't said anything. It's great.
Like she wants to like see where what else Arlen.
What other bullshit she sprays around.
every new thing Gem's just gonna be like,
I love it. Awesome. Thank you. And last but certainly not least, we have Zombie Fighter 89.
Hello, I am Jacob, I am Zombie, I am Z, I am whatever you'd like to call me. You can find me here on Stella's channel anytime she's live, or most of the time Robos. I am the resident clipmaster, clipmaker, memory keeper, whatever you want to call me. I play Finn Carson, who is a ranger researcher, has done all kinds of different research, mostly undead, ghouls, ghosts, things like that. So this whole haunted house is definitely up his alley. I'm gonna go with the group here with favorite moment. I think it's just really fun to keep seeing this whole trail of like how far the lie is going to keep going, and like I feel like with all of my research, Finn should kind of know, but obviously it's slipping, and he's just like, well, I guess that kind of makes sense. And KayBee would know better than me, and he's believing it. I'll go with that. But I do want to give a side note, though, to the fact that I really liked the combat that we had inside of the haunted house so far. I feel like everyone equally was able to get a really good shot in, and I feel like as a group, we worked really, really well. Everyone got at least something in. Everyone feels like they accomplished something. KayBee just melted someone to a wall. Like, that was, I think, one of my favorite moments. The entire combat was just like, now you are to the wall.
I really enjoyed KayBee just giving Bunny away. That was cute.
That was good too. Oh my gosh.
That was adorable.
That was so
wasn't safe.
adorable.
Giant
Bunnies.
weasel happens. No.
Yeah.
I almost cried, honestly.
That was really cute. That was really cute.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then Jem walking into a super hot, like really well-to-do tabaxi noblewoman.
Mhm.
Yep.
The romance.
Danced around her, caught her.
Mhm.
Two important people are crushing on Jem now.
Yup.
Mhm.
God, what else happened? So many things happened.
This was a packed episode.
Oh,
It was
also,
nice.
also
Yeah.
my other favorite bit, touch bricks.
Touch bricks.
yes.
That was so funny. Also, I
I'll
really.
I'll take it.
All right, here we're gonna add on to part of the scene here.
Okay.
So we're gonna rewind just a little bit to where Finn
Mm-hmm.
sleeping. You're laying in the wicker goat,
Okay.
dead asleep, and this shadow is just looming over you. It's just watching you as you sleep. It's terrifying. And as the camera begins to fixate on it a little, we begin to see a few more features. The shadow looks just like you. Same face, same hair, same build, same equipment. And around their neck is the only pinpoint of color. Instead of a purple amulet, we see a blood red amulet. And one of the shadowy hands reaches up and tries to touch yours on the nightstand. Just as its finger is about to make contact with your amulet, you shift in your sleep, and it vanishes. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I'm Stella Luna. If you have enjoyed the content that you've seen here, a free way that you can support the channel and me is to give us a follow. That way you get notifications for when we go live, and you can see more of this. Secrets of Saltmarsh is a bi-weekly game, so we will not be back next week, but we will be back the week afterwards. And this is a Patreon Greyhawk campaign. Thank you so much, Patreons. Really appreciate all the support you give us. If you want to find out more of what you can get for being a Patreon, you can check out that link there. All of the Patreon funds that we get directly feed right back into the community. We have opportunities for paid GMs. So if you've ever wanted to run a game on a streamed environment, all you have to do is hop into our Discord. We can help you get set up with all the infrastructure. All you have to do is run the game. We'll do all of the technician stuff. We'll get you a party, and yeah, it's good fun stuff. I would like to plug that this weekend we have a marathon coming up. It's starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, all the way until midnight. It is 10 hours, 3 adventures back to back. They are Masks, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse game. It is teenage superheroes, emotions, algebra, working together, arch nemesis, also your crush. You know, it's a lot of really fun stuff. And I really hope that you can join us for that. But that's going to be it for us. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Bye-bye!
Bye.